Those are the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me.
You are now tuned into the Thaboxingvoice Radio. Join us every Thursday and Sunday, live at 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
Thaboxingvoice.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Border Wars. It is fight week this week. Saturday main event goes down. Anthony Edwards takes on Marvin the Tank Fermen. Marvin coming down from heavyweight. Someone I had my eyes on. He has 2 wins in the heavyweight division with former LA correspondent Aaron Cantu, a former Division I quarterback. Marvin from Texas took him on in 2 separate border wars, gave him the rematch on the second one, obviously, and got the win. I never felt that the rematch was necessary, but Marvin, being a true sportsman, gave that rematch to Aaron Cantu. And then daring to be great, something that I pitch on our regular boxing show often, something I'm telling Charlo and Andre to do. Move up, move down, make a super fight. And
Absolutely.
I was calling this man a duck, Doomy. You know that I was, because I wanted that heavyweight fight. I wanted to fight him as a heavyweight. We had history. We sparred in Texas, and I wanted to put that one on the resume. And the beauty of Border Wars is that it's all about your weight. When I started, I was 278. So Marvin started as a heavyweight, but he had it made up in his mind that a heavyweight he was not. And he had 2 fights at heavyweight, slowly moving down. I believe his first fight versus Aaron, he started in the 248s. And then his second fight, he dropped to the 220s, 214s. And then in the interim, he took off 1 Border Wars, waiting, signed this fight with Anthony Edwards, and he's fighting at a catchweight of 195 on Fight Night for 2 titles. Remember that these 2 belts were held by Jose El Loco Sands from Canada, who was champion unified after his win over Eric Cruz. Jose got an injury and was named champion in emeritus status. His belts became vacant. Cruz and Anthony Edwards, the Queen City Cobra from Cincinnati, made an eliminator fight for those vacant titles, and he was supposed to be granted those titles. We all know how the story goes. Jose stole those belts, refuses to send them over, refuses to pay for them, and the commission and the fighters came together, and we got some new belts. WBC has sent it over, the WBA, and now Marvin
nice
the
looking
Tank.
belts.
Oh yeah,
nice
beautiful,
looking belts.
beautiful
Nice
belts.
looking belts, man. I can't wait to wrap that
upgrade.
around the winners, man.
Definitely an amazing upgrade to what we already had, but now these 2 men will be fighting for the WBC and the WBA super title, and we will get a unified champion.
So officially, this is the main event, right?
This is
the main event fight.
This is officially the main event. There was some back and forth as to whether or not this was going to be, and were there some other fights in the running for main event status, but due to the significance, the magnitude, the unification, this fight just really checked all the boxes, and we had to grant it main event status.
I mean, definitely a good pick, because in my opinion, these 2 guys, they're proven in the Border Wars ring. They're veterans, and they definitely have a lot to put on the line this time around. Somebody's O has got to go.
Yes, 2 undefeated fighters.
2 undefeated fighters fighting for 2 titles. Oh, this is gonna be a burner right here. This is gonna be an action-packed fight. For those that have joined our Patreon page, And for those who haven't, shoot on over to the Boxing Voice Patreon page. You get to see these bouts. You get to see the styles. You get to see the knockdowns. And you guys will totally agree with us in these two fighters being mentally and physically strong. Now, Anthony the Queen City Cobra, we always see, my man Ant coming in, super shape, always looking like his training camps are always, in full effect.
Mm-hmm. He's got a body. Listen, AJ likes to say that Ruiz got lucky with a punch from the gods. Well, Anthony Edwards has a body from the gods for sure. But that's my issue. That shit could be deceiving, right? Like, because look, let's just be real. Yo, dark-skinned dudes are mad. That's genetics, yo. A lot of dark-skinned dudes rippity rip. Easily split, too. Happens quickly. And how much of that is genetics? How much of that is Anthony Edwards, in the gym? Because there's the stigma of Edwards. If you follow him on Instagram, you know that he's out partying. He's in Miami one week. He's in, Vegas another, New York City.
We don't know what to think. We don't know what to think.
He's single. He lives in Cincinnati, so he's everywhere, Is he truly taking this fight seriously,
I mean, the formula looks like it's been working. He's won his last fights. His last two, I believe he's this is gonna be his third or fourth fight, and that's I'm a little gray on that.
Yo, listen, this will be Anthony Edwards' third fight, and this will be Marvin third fight.
So they're both matched up evenly in the experience.
Yes, they're both 2-0.
Now, who's the co-main event? Did we agree on the co-main event? Who's second in line?
Now, here's the thing: the co-main event, I think, was gonna be between Gemji and Matt Machine Gun, or Loren and SouthSide Deucie. But I think at this point, SouthSide Deucie and Loren have won that by default because Gemji had to pull out with personal issues. So we had to reschedule that bout for a later date. Machine Gun will be attending Border Wars, but will not be participating. He refuses to go through what he went through the first time in Border Wars 5 at Texas, where he took on late replacement Danny Canelo Swift Alvarez and suffered his first loss. This time he's in tip-top shape, but he had a whole game plan for Gemji, and he just doesn't want to, change it at the last minute.
Definitely. It definitely throws you, they throw you a curveball when you're expecting a certain style, a certain guy, and then at the last minute. So kudos to Matt, too, for even, last Border Wars, even accepting that fight. He's definitely gun-ho. He was very much prepared, but in the game of boxing, as we were very well aware, things happen, and sometimes you just can't make it. So kudos to you, Matt, for being a great sport, and being fully understanding. This is a TBV fam, and at the end of the day, we've done this for the reasons of being in better shape, getting off the couch. So there's a full understanding amongst the TBV family here. But let's get back to this main event, man. Who you got your money on?
Listen, I'm loving the Marvin story, because the Marvin story is all about being a better you. Now he's got the wife in love. He's changed pant sizes 2 or 3 times. Mentally, he's confident. But I was leaked some sparring that isn't on Patreon, and I don't know.
Is it giving you a different perspective, different opinion?
Yeah, I really wish Matt or Machine Gun Matt or Marvin would call in to answer some questions, because I don't know. How many rounds was it when they sent me that sparring? Because I'm not seeing Marvin look as dominant as I would have liked. I'm not seeing him look as strong. I seen his work being able to get negated. I know we're using that Earl Spence word a lot, but I don't mean that he was being clinched just because Earl chose to use negate to, discreetly talk about Kell Brooks clinching. I feel like, I don't know, I just felt like I thought I was going to see Marvin
more dominant,
coming forward, making the fight, not allowing clinches, I don't know, maybe parrying shots. I thought I was going to see maybe a little bit more skill because you see him shadow boxing and he does the Canelo lateral movement, you can see that he practiced head movement. He practices head. So he sways side to side. And you see he's got a good jab. He steps forward with the jab too, and he did in sparring, but I feel like Sean Porter, he's getting caught up, overreaching maybe, overshooting the punch. And,
wow.
He wasn't I don't think he was connecting.
Let me ask you this, Ness. I mean, is Marvin maybe in danger of maybe losing the weight too fast? Maybe not the right way. Do you maybe see a sucked out Marvin?
No. Because I'm definitely a fan of people losing weight. I believe that the whole losing weight fast has nothing to do. It's not for us. That is not a conversation for us. That's a conversation for fighters that are already, within a percentile of their low body fat weight. We are like 36%, 80% body fat, bro. So if you lose 60 pounds quick, dog, you ain't even at your regular weight yet. You ain't there yet. You still got a tire around your waist. So, get out of here, miss me with that weight drain shit. That being said, I'm chalking it up to exhaustion. It was a 5-hour drive. And he did it alone. So not 5 hours total. No, 5 hours one way. That's
one way.
Listen to me.
Oh,
I don't listen.
I thought it was both ways.
Jared Hurd is in Washington D.C. Gary Russell's in Baltimore. Javanta's in Baltimore. All that is 4 hours away. You don't ever see me over there on a weekly basis. I'm just not doing it. So shout out to Marvin putting in the work, true champion style.
Speaking of some hard work, we know that Marvin's camp wasn't the only one putting in the heavy work. We know Ant has some rough sparring sessions.
Yeah. He admitted to getting dropped in sparring.
Now, are we to believe this, or is this one of Ant's mind games?
That's what we'll never know.
Or have we seen this footage of him being knocked down?
I have not, but I'm extremely busy, so I don't get to see everything. But I don't believe that Ant would lie, but I do believe that Ant is the type of person that possibly wants to play somebody. Like, he want to be in your head. Why not? I've seen him fuck with Jose. He'll fuck with anybody.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Not that I don't believe Ant, because there's sometimes in sparring where shit happens. We saw what happened to AJ. He got caught in sparring, and sometimes you don't walk into the fight feeling the same.
You think maybe Ant could be carrying over an existing concussion from sparring?
I didn't want to say it. But your man might be a little concussed and he don't even know it. We don't know what kind. I'm hoping that it was a flash knockdown. He got back up.
Listen, I told you before, this motherfucker's chinny. He's chinny. He is chinny. Now, if Marvin don't put him down, we gonna find out, right? Because I'm giving Marvin 2 shots to put him down. Flush shot. So, if he doesn't land a flush shot, I'm not gonna blame Marvin's power. But it is my belief Anthony Edwards is chinny. And the fact that he mentioned that he got dropped in sparring just falls in line with all his fights. He always touched the canvas, champ. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Because everybody loves the dude that is vulnerable. It makes for exciting fights. All his fights were exciting because of that same reason. The first fight, it was a knockdown. He had to come from behind, and he got a knockdown. The biggest still, it's the best. The man has a highlight reel. Holy shit. He's the only fighter in Border Wars history to both times that he fights, he gets the knockout of the night. Or the knockdown, rather, of the night. He gets the knockdown of the night every time he fights. But he's chinny, in my opinion. He got dropped twice in that Eric Garcia fight. Everybody, even himself, says that Cruz stunned him. He said he's never been hit hard as Cruz. Mind you, he tells us he's over there sparring with amateurs and pros. Now he's saying no one has hit him as hard as Cruz.
I mean, Cruz does have a left hook from hell. He brings that shit from down below, and he brings it up high to Mount Everest. I mean, we all know that Eric Cruz's hooks are devastating. I mean, he hit a real declared amateur with it,
Yeah.
and he put that guy to dance. So I wouldn't be too far out. It wouldn't be too far out in believing that, But let's look at them stylistically. Let's look at these two guys. Let's get their pedigree out. Let's give them their attributes. We got Marvin the Tank Fermen, who
this fight is all wrong for Ant. It's all wrong. The problem is I don't like the sparring I seen. I don't like the sparring. I don't like it on both ways though. Like, I was expecting to see a little bit more from Matt. Really was looking. He got a good right hand. Yo, I swear to God, man, we need to just work hard. We need to have a gym, bro. People need to come, and train with us, man. I mean, I'm not saying I'm the end all be all, but look, I like what I saw from Matt. He just needs the right work. Hopefully he could get that with that one white boy. We starting to get together a band of merry men. Another one joined up in Texas too. His name is Javier. So Texas starting to get a good little crew. Maybe they'll be able to, get some technical work done in the gym. That's what I didn't like. I didn't see. You know what I mean? Marvin could have been doing some technical work. With me and you practicing. I see you with the fighters you train. You working on parries. Yo, parry. Head movement.
Right. That's right.
When you doing pad work with fighters, I see you shooting the jab so you can these dudes is getting hit with 1-2s. Simple, and footwork is not good. Not good. They need to work on some footwork for sure. They're not balanced.
How many rounds of sparring did you actually get to see, Ness? Because it's kind of hard sometimes to get a grip on them.
Listen to me, I'm going off minutes. This ain't rounds. This is minutes. Oof. So look, I could be over assessing it, but I feel like I shouldn't have been seeing that. Like I don't like the way. I don't like Matt's footwork. I like his right hand. I like his 1-2.
You're talking about Matt, right? Matt or Marvin?
Machine gun.
Okay.
Right now, I'm talking about machine gun. When I'm talking about, I don't like his footwork. I do like his 1-2. I don't like how he's taking these jabs. I don't.
And who else were you able to see Matt spar besides Marvin?
Just Marvin.
Okay.
Just
all right.
Marvin.
I mean, look, we know it's extremely hard for some of the Border Wars contestants to.
But again, remember, Matt is 168. So again, it was Marvin's job to look the more experienced fighter. I ain't see that. I'm trying to re-download it because it's not on this computer, even though it's supposed to be, because all my messages on.
Now we got Eric on the chat saying that that was Marvin, but a fasted Marvin. So I guess he's alluding to him being in a fast while he was training. I mean, yeah, he could be in a fast, but depending on what Ness saw in the footage, let me tell you something, guys. In this sport, can you do it when you're tired? A coach of mine at the rec center, you had the young guys, sparring, and then I'm on the bag, and, it's easy to look good on the bag, but can you do it when you're tired? So Marv,
Matt, I'm watching it right now. Like, I don't have permission to show it to y'all, but I can narrate it. Now, what I'm seeing is Matt has, like I said, the good 1-2, and he even got a good counter, right hand counter. But Marvin's attribute is that double jab. And he landed it from opening round on Matt. He didn't take advantage. He still is yet to throw a jab while I'm narrating this shit. There goes a jab, and it was a double, and that's what I'm saying. He's allowing himself to get tied up. So he throws the first jab. It makes Matt flinch. The next jab goes over Matt's head. He's now,
on top of him. Okay.
And headlocking him. You know what I'm saying? Like, Marvin's the more experienced fighter. He ain't supposed to be getting caught up. He's supposed to be fucking working in there, man.
Is he bringing that uppercut when he goes over with the jab?
He just shot an uppercut, but look, I ain't even like that. It felt like he led with that, even though he threw a jab. See, I don't like, let me stop it right there. The way these dudes is taking punches in this sparring, I feel like this ain't their headgear, for one. And if
quick, Ness. Don't want to interrupt, but Sal M on the chat said next Border Wars, I'm coming.
Yeah, no,
Enough
I already knew.
Said.
I already knew he was coming. And you know what, Sal? You know, you did a good thing kind of taking off. Your division is really thickened. Really thickened. I mean, there's just a lot of people at 60, 68, and even 54. You got, you know, your pick of the litter. And people got real belts this time. I mean, these things look phenomenal, you know. I want a WBC. I want to trade my IB. I ain't retiring until I get a WBC, man. For real, I need to get that because they look beautiful. Really, really, really beautiful. But, yeah, I don't know. I question this headgear, Doomy. I really do. Listen, I'm going to send it to you. I know Matt won't mind because you are the trainer, and obviously we're on this show. I'll send it to you. And just check it out on your phone while you're, you know, on the show here.
Definitely, man. I'm very curious to see what was going on in those camps, just to kind of get a sense of what these guys' preparation is looking like. Jose is on the chat, too. Jose's trolling you, Sal. You know, that was supposed to be a fight in itself, man. It never worked out.
Bro,
but
I don't even recommend Sal take a fight like Jose. Jose is a strip champion. He's an injured fighter for one. Like, Sal's not a tune-up. So why fight Jose, who brings nothing, and everybody's going to say, oh, but he was injured. His ankle was injured and whatever. But let's move on. So let's go with the co-main event. Loren AKA Maserati Blanco versus SouthSide Deucie. Good fight, but a lot of mystique in this particular fight because we don't know much about them. We don't know much about them. You know, we've heard a lot, but we don't know much. Now, SouthSide did show some sparring. He did show that he was in the ring with someone that visibly showed better technical skill than what Loren has showed us. You know, better than what Loren has showed us. Now, remember, Loren, in my opinion, has always been strategic with what he has showed us, in my opinion. I could be wrong. In my opinion, I feel like he's sending in what he wants you to see. That being said, if that is true, then what he sent doesn't look like the sparring that SouthSide is getting. So much so that he called in himself and said, like, yo, I've been stepping it up because ever since Deucie sent that, you know, I've focused. So much so that he dropped out the Border Wars chat, not to be, you know, distracted with all the comments.
I don't know, man. Let me tell you something, Ness. I don't know if you got the same vibe, but after that, ASide Deucie sparring.
SouthSide Deucie.
SouthSide, I'm sorry. After the SouthSide sparring came out, we kind of seen Loren Maserati just kind of fall back on the chat. He actually went. Now he's decided to go a little silent.
No, he ain't silent. He took himself out of it.
What's going on? I mean, is that a sign? Is that a sign of him being maybe not scared, but like maybe second guessing himself right now?
No. Last show he said that is a sign of him liking what he saw in the sparring of Deucie, respecting that the Deucie sparring was legit quality sparring, so falling back out of the chat to stay 100% focused.
Man, well, let me tell you something. Fighters in the real game, you know, they still got to go through their face-offs and the shit talking. I hope this is just something
but they're not in a chat 24/7. Could you imagine Ruiz and AJ in a fucking chat from here to December?
Nah, you're right. We definitely got a lot of intensity on that chat. For those who don't know, when you do sign up for the Border Wars series, you are automatically put into our Border Wars chat. It is the Terror Dome. It is
family because the people in that chat have been there for years.
Most definitely have.
Yeah, man. But
A-side, SouthSide Deucie, let's get on him now. Look, that last sparring was all right.
You keep calling him the A-side. Are you picking him? You keep calling him the A-side.
I know. I don't know where I'm getting that from, but it's SouthSide Deucie. Maybe that's my subconscious. I mean, look, I'm going to be honest with you. Maserati definitely had me there. I was a Maserati guy from the rip.
Yo, wait a minute. Sal says, give me Marvin or Ant. I'll be the cherry for the champ. Now, look, that's bold of you. No, I know. It's bold of you. But listen,
I've always admired Sal's fucking grit, man.
But this is the thing, though.
Coming back like Thurman, dog.
But this is the thing, though. You got to understand. You guys got to start to respect the A side. Like, everybody wants a shot at the champ. Marv or Ant, unless he means winner or loser, then I give him even more respect. But if he means the winner of is going to have options. Who's not going to call the winner out? You know what I'm saying? The winner's going to have so many. Like Loren got options already if he can win. SouthSide got options. Somebody already calling people out. Like, it's hard these days to get that A-side, especially with these new belts, man. I'm telling you, guys have not seen the quality. When you see these WBCs, it's going to change your life.
Toss them on the shoulder, champ. Show them how they look on the heavyweight shoulder, champ.
It's going to change their life, man. I'm telling you.
You know what I'm saying?
It's made me not want this fucking IBF, bro. Like, these
Ask
WBCs.
Ask Jose what them titles did for him at the fights.
Brother, if Jose thought he was getting pussy off that WBC, he ain't got nothing on this one. This is the Deontay Wilder belt, man.
Who flying back on a plane with
real Mexican leather. This shit is, bruh, I want that shit. Look at Jose, jealous, fake belt. Fake champ. That's what you are. But Loren and SouthSide Deucie, it's hard to break down because we ain't really seen much except what we seen from the little bit of sparring they put out. But I expect SouthSide Deucie to bring the best out of Loren because he's a southpaw for one. And he's looking like a counterpuncher. You know what I'm saying?
Who's looking like a counterpuncher?
Deucie.
Deucie, yeah?
Yeah. You ain't see the sparring?
I did kind of see glimpses of it. I didn't concentrate on him.
I felt like he was waiting on his opponent, and then he was definitely counter in my opinion. But
I mean, he had some durable guys giving him the work. I don't know if they were amateurs or not, but these guys were really pressuring him. I think that type of pressure in that situation caused him to be a counterpuncher. I hope I get to see SouthSide Deucie coming forward as well. I don't know what Maserati's bringing. We've seen him with the JD exhibition / sparring match they had.
You know that SouthSide is promising to punish Loren. He's not trying to just win. He allegedly wants to hurt him. That's all he says. I'm going to hurt that boy. I'm going to turn him into a Fiat. Yeah, I
mean, he's talking like he wants to hurt him. Did his sparring give us that notion?
I mean, yes, because he was sparring with someone that had a lot of experience, someone that was a lot taller than him, and like I said, someone that technically on video looks more sound than Loren.
Let me tell you something, Loren.
Get some of that real deal sparring,
Yeah, Mike.
It sure looked that way to me. I'm telling you right now, that's how it looked.
Sound like some kind of amateur thing, right? When he first went down there, right?
Yeah, he said something about they had to make him get like an amateur license or some weird shit. I'm like, what? I ain't never been to a gym to do that. But hey, listen, that's another one. That's another Marvin story. He was heavy. He's lost like 20 pounds. You know what I'm saying? He's at Loren's weight. They're going to fight at 168 or something like that.
Who has a size advantage in this matchup? We've always seen Loren Maserati as the taller guy.
We don't know because we never met SouthSide in person. Loren is tall and lanky, but he's thin, I think. I think he's thin. That's why I never understood why Sal ain't take that. Like, he's thin, but Sal wanted him to make a name for himself, but he might have created a monster. Loren, if Loren wins this fight, it's guaranteed A-side. First of all, they're going to have a belt. Whoever wins has got a WBC belt, so they automatic A-side.
When Sal at one point in time, pound for pound, number one?
Nah, that's Fern.
Oh, Fern, okay.
Yeah, but Sal was going to fight Anthony that, I'm pretty sure that fight, if it would have happened, the writers would have made the winner definitely pound for pound. I don't know what position.
What, Sal versus Ant? Damn, I see that like I don't know. Iron Cell, like I tell you, bro, that my man got the grit. He got the heart. But I see that as a tough matchup for Iron Sal, man. You know, I see it almost like an Earl Spence Mikey type of fight. You know what
crazy.
I mean?
Fuck that. Just like I had the energy for Earl Spence and Mikey, I'm going to have the energy for Sal. Like, look, Sal and I got a love-hate relationship, you know, but I love him because he's not soft. Like, no matter what we say, we could still fuck with each other. And that right there, I gained an enormous amount of respect for him. That being said, this motherfucker had one fight, man. Fuck all that pound for pound talk. He had one fight, man. He got to show us something, bro. He had one fight. That's one fight. Like, dudes have moved on and gotten better since then. I'm not saying he not working. He could be working in the background, lurking. But he need a fight. He need a fight. Like, y'all still talking about pound for pound? What the fuck? Damn, if it's like that, then Jose's pound for pound. I thought 12 months and you out the ranking.
I'll be in Texas in December. Me and Tank gonna get some work.
Gonna work.
He gonna work Tank. He gonna work Tank from what I seen.
Tank might be riding high. He might be having that Anthony snap scalp.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You wasn't on, man. Some spawn got leaked that ain't on Patreon and like I like what I saw, but I also didn't like what I saw, you know?
From who?
Both. From Machine Gun and from Marvin. And
that's the thing. That spark got leaked.
That's the thing. I gave them both the excuse because I don't know. I just got a couple minutes, so I don't know when that was. I don't, you know, them boys said they did 9 rounds. Marvin said he did 9 rounds total, 3 with somebody and 6 with somebody. So it's like, when is this particular sparring? So taking that into consideration, that it could possibly be exhaustion, you know, I just had a few pet peeves, you know. I had a little critique like anybody that sits behind a mic and does this for a living, you know. So I just felt like, I don't know, man. I don't know. If you ain't being a dog with Matt at 168, how you ain't gonna be able to be a dog with Ant, man, because Ant is a dog. You get in there, try to play like he showed you that already with Cruz. I hate to be going back. We supposed to be talking about SouthSide Deucie, but listen, he showed you with Cruz, Marvin. Don't you sleep in them clinches the way you was sleeping in them clinches with Matt. You fall asleep in them clinches, you going to sleep. You going to sleep. And I know you could call in and say, come on, Ness, he ain't even put Cruz to sleep. Cruz got up. You right. But he wasn't the same. Robert McCracken just came out and told us Cruz was concussed, but he wanted to give him a shot. He wanted to let Cruz get back into it, Robert McCracken said. But he knew he was concussed after Anthony Edwards hit him with that shot. Shit, Robert McCracken was all the way in the UK. He seen that, so come on. Got to be careful, man.
But you going back to Southside real quick and Maserati, man. I'm you know, just because of the last few things I've seen on the chat and the attitudes I've kind of felt off, I'm pretty much 100% that the aggressor coming in is going to be Deucie, man. A lot of aggression coming from the camp.
Whoa. Did you forget the JD sparring? He went at a pro full throttle. He didn't care that JD was a pro. He didn't care he fought Charles Hatley and Yandel Evans. He didn't give a fuck that he sparred to Charlos. He got in that ring and put JD on the back foot.
But see, I don't know how to take that. I don't know how to take that because, you know, Maserati was already trained and ready for a fight, right? And you had JD who kind of said, hey, let me get in there real quick and test the waters. How much laid back JD was in that, I don't know. It was a hard fight for me to gauge Maserati on. I can gauge that he was putting forward pressure. He was in his face. I can't say that. But the aggression that I'm getting from Southside Deucie, the confidence is just oozing out of him. You know what I mean? So I'm expecting Southside to be pushing the pace.
Shit. Don't fall for that shit, man. Yo, you ain't gotta be scared to get your ass whooped. You ain't gotta be scared to get your ass whooped. Let me tell you though, I ain't gonna front. As a dude that fought somebody that talked very slick before the fight, it can get to you. It can be nerve-wracking. It can give you butterflies, but it don't make that dude any tougher. You could talk tough. You could talk tough, but can you do tough things? You'll still get your ass whooped talking tough all the way down to the ground. You still be talking about, boy, this boy, I'm gonna kick your ass.
We all know it is rare to have, all I'm saying, that total combination, slick talking and can, you know what I'm saying, fight real good.
That Mayweather blueprint,
Yeah,
Mike.
yeah. So you may be a slick talker, but for the most part, you may not have no hands. Now, them quiet motherfuckers that have a hard time talking and have a hard time expressing themselves, they may fuck you up. They may get to you.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, shit, man.
So-
Maserati, we ain't lose faith in you, but we definitely on my behalf. You know what I'm saying?
He fucked up JD.
Yeah, I gotta see that monster come fight day. You know what I mean?
So here's the thing. That's the main event, co-main event. One is for a unified, fight. It's gonna be WBC, WBA, super belt, and then the next fight with Loren and Southside. Who?
Who Midi supposed to be fighting? Like a late
Midi don't got no fight.
I thought he had one.
Greg decided not to take the Midi fight. He felt like most people, no need to.
He took the other fight, right?
He took Robert the Genius. We'll be getting to Robert and Greg.
Whoa. That's not Robert the drummer. That's somebody else.
No.
Okay.
Robert Ortiz from Escape the Fate has yet to sign up. He's gonna go down as Border Wars clown / duck of the century. Shout out to all the other Roberts that are at least coming through, making a name for Roberts, because Roberts around here have been doing bad. You know what I mean?
El Ducko.
Yeah. Yo, so here's the thing. We were supposed to get Gemji Machine Gun, Gemji versus Matt Machine Gun, right? Or Machine Gun Matt. That's not happening. So now we got a belt that isn't going to be on the line. So we can't put it on the line for the Rob fight because Rob versus Gregory isn't even at a real division. They're fighting at a catch weight, 180, something like that, 185. Not a division. Actually, it is a division which has 2 belts already. So if they fight at 185, they really can't get the belt. 180, we still can't give it to them because they're only 5 pounds away from the only division to have 2 titles. So if you want to be unified, fight Gregory at 185, then challenge, Anthony Edwards. And the only way to do that, right, as a B-side, the only way to do that is to look phenomenal, just like Earl and Crawford. It's no different. It's like because Crawford looks good in the ring, they're forcing the Earl fight. So you can do it that way. Now, my question to my 2 co-hosts is, who should we put this vacant title on the line for? Or should we, like the IBO and the WBO, just shelf it? Shelf it.
Non-title fight?
Yeah, like, are we going to just shelf the vacant belt, shelf the vacant IBO, shelf the vacant WBO?
It's Southside, Deucie, and Maserati again?
They 168 for a belt, WBC on the line.
Never mind.
We can't do it. So I'll throw some fights out for you.
WBC niggas is prestigious. You just don't want to be throwing that belt around on any fight.
Boxing Therapy. He's going to be fighting at 168 versus Collin the Destroyer. But Loren and Southside Gemji. Gemji and Matt was fighting at 168. Boxing Therapy and Collin are fighting at 168.
Is it Collin first time fighting, right?
They're both first time fighting.
Now Gemji and Matt had already put some work.
I know.
Yeah.
All right. So then we got Robert the Genius versus Morgan, which I told you is either 180, 185. We can't do that. Southside Deucie Maserati already has a title. We got Ricky Swift Davis versus Donel. Outfight anyone Fernandes at 154. Non-title, but they also never fought before.
And how's the Greg Morgan? I didn't get to see some of their sparring there, so I don't know if you're privy to that.
Also never fought before.
Did you get to see any of the sparring footage on Greg Morgan?
No sparring footage. No sparring footage. Only bag footage.
Only bag footage. It's hard to get a grip on the styles, man. What did you see from the actual technique on the bag off of Greg Morgan?
I was telling Matt to take the fight. But I'll be honest. I'll be honest with Matt. After watching him take them jabs from Marvin, nah, he need to work. He need to work with a trainer first. He got to learn how to not. Even if he gonna take the jab, he can't be taking 2. How the fuck you taking double jabs? Hell no. Hell no.
You gotta parry or slip one of them shits.
Hell yeah. Nah, you gotta do better.
And Greg Morgan is facing who now?
Now he's gonna be facing Robert Ortiz. Shout out to Robert the Genius. Shout out to Robert the Genius, who said the only reason he took that fight was when you and me were talking the last show about overcoming the fear of the unknown. You know, when you get to that level that you could just spar, you could get in the ring and your trainer's like, yo, you spar, and you get in there and it ain't nothing. That's the beauty of it. And you know what? He said because of that, he's like, yo, fuck it. I could take the fight. You know, it don't matter if I know the dude or whatever. I could take the fight. He's local. He's in southern New Jersey, so he's going to come up. He won't make the weigh-in, obviously, because he can't make the trip twice since he's driving in, but he'll make the fight. He'll weigh in at the weight on fight day.
Shit, much respect to Robert the Genius, then, man. And you're right, Ness. That's where it gets
started. He just started. It's so funny how all this came about. He just started. He just sent me some footage of him in the gym, and he's like, "Yo, I'm coming next Border Wars. I'm gonna try and get a fight at 160." So he's 180 right now. So he's not even in his best shape, and he still wants to take a fight. Salute. That's what it's about. That's what it's about, man. You know, you ain't going to get to your goal weight without taking a fight. That's why I salute Joseph, too, you know. That first season, people told him, nah, get the weight off. Nah, man, you get the weight off with training camps. But I get it. Everybody want to be undefeated because of fucking Floyd Mayweather. Everybody can't be Ness. You ain't working as hard as Ness. You ain't 3-0 like Ness. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta get in there. This shit is so fucking addictive. It's addictive. I'm telling you, Doomie's a big ass puncher. I done seen stars, and I still be harassing him. Like, come on, man, spar me.
Yeah, this guy's crazy.
I want to spar every day, man. That shit is fun as fuck, man. Word is born. But so, who do you guys want to put this belt on the line, or do we shelf it? That's the problem. So we got Dr. Mofongo versus Eddie. But Dr. Mofongo only fought once. Eddie's never fought. That's a heavyweight division. There's already one title in that division. Then you got Santiago the Silent Killer, who's 0-2, and Joseph, no fights, also heavyweight division. So,
I mean, I would have probably considered that title fight for Santiago if his opponent probably would have, been more of a veteran, just because Santiago has been so active, and I see him as one of those guys
most improved.
Most improved, stays prepared, and would be like like any other guy in the professional boxing. When he gets the call, guy dropped out. Hey, you ready for this title fight? I see Santiago being one of those guys, but his opponent, still is new to the Border Wars series, so. That's why I wouldn't lean towards making that a title fight.
You put both of them on the shelf.
7 says shelf it.
Shelf it.
All right. Well, and not every fight can be for a title fight.
Participation trophies, you know what I'm saying? And these are belts that you have to
earn.
I mean, I think, in my opinion, if you ain't got a victory, you shouldn't be fighting for a belt.
All right. Well, let's bring on the man that actually, it's hard to discuss the matchup between Robert the Genius and Greg when there's no footage of Greg. But I expect the confidence of Robert the Genius to get him the win. He's not a tall guy. And, it's going to be great. It's 2 white guys, so they're going to be going at it. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. I think that his confidence, though.
Jose trolling you, man, like that.
Jose is trolling me because
right now,
is trolling me because he
chat shit just
because he can't
Kentucky
call
Fried
in.
Duck.
He can't call in.
This guy right here is fun, man.
He a hater.
Come back to us, Jose.
Yo,
Just come back to us, man.
yo, he calls me a duck, but didn't want to pay the collateral for his fighter. You know,
Jose, stop mentioning Wayne. Jose, stop it.
He mentioning Wayne like Wayne ain't been talking to Doomy, dog. Get out of here, dude. Blocking me, man. He afraid of me, man. And he better not show up, cause he really gonna build the fight. I'm gonna have to.
Look, he's been training for. He's been training for.
I hope Jose show up too.
Jose ain't showing up. Fucking Anthony.
Jose, you show up. You the real
City,
champ, Jose. If you show up.
Queen City. Cobra said he gonna smack Jose. Ever since that, Jose ducked. Ever since that, Jose scared. Look, even Coach Mitty said Jose scared. It's right there. Coach Mitty said it. Coach Mitty don't lie. Coach Mitty is saint. Coach Mitty is saint. Yeah, Coach Mitty coming. He don't miss it. Ever.
Jose, man, come on, man.
Ever. Jose ain't coming. He talking about he
Mitty,
can't get out
Mitty was
the country.
ready to come on the fucking engine of the plane if need be. Shout out to Mitty, man.
Yo. So, yeah, man, let's go out. Wait. But I keep saying let's go out, but we got to break down Mofongo and Eddie Bola De Grasa. Because it's preview and prediction. It's Thursday. Fight is Saturday, fellas.
Who's this? Bola De Grasa versus
First of all, we got to back
Mofongo?
up. We got to back up. Hey, yo, who you picking, Anthony Edwards or Marvin?
Mike. Let that fall in your lap first, bro.
Don't be scared.
Damn, that head analyzing right now.
Silent.
He analyzing the shit out the shit.
Man, 195, man.
Mitty, you in the U.S., you could come to my house, champ. Come through.
I'm going to go, man. I like Anthony always shows me, man, every fight that his tank be suspect, man. I know Marvin's going to just keep plotting for it.
Yeah, Marvin going to bring that energy.
Yeah, man. I'm going to go Anthony.
Whoa, faker.
Going with Ant. He sees something in Ant.
Yo, what about you, champ?
I'm going to go with Marv on this one.
Really? Underdog story.
I think be honest with you, I think that Marv has made the proper adjustments, especially after his stablemate veteran Eric Cruz faced Ant. I'm pretty sure that Eric's advice and experience in there with the Cobra, it definitely gave Marvin an insight onto what it's like to be in there.
You saying he saw something?
He saw something, man. Listen. Eric got knocked down, got back the fuck up, and then he started giving Ant a fight. You know what I mean? I got to be the analytical guy right now. I got to be able to see all angles right now. And what I'm seeing is that Ant has never been in there, or any of Ant's stablemates have been in there. He's not like Ant reached out to Cantu and asked Cantu for information. And maybe I'm giving him ideas now, but it's too late for that, right? Still going to be a hell of a fight. Ant, I've cornered Ant and I've cornered Marv. So I know what their mental is at the corner. I know that Mike might allude to Ant's tank. His tank can be questionable, but what can't be questioned is his will. He manages to just bite down on the mouthpiece and give it what he's got. Marv, when he fought Cantu, he was in the corner. Every time he was coming out that corner, he was coming out there to bang. Can his gas tank be questioned? Yeah, it can be questioned as well. He was a little tired in the later rounds. So I think this is going to be a matter of experience and what we've learned in the past fights that we've had, according to those two fighters. But I'm going to give Marv the up on this one.
Now, who do you guys give the edge to in terms of resume? Who's got the better resume coming into this fight? Who's fought the better opposition?
Shit, man. Damn. I mean, Ant fought some tough guys, man.
I mean, I was an Ant.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Ant, man. I mean, not to say. I mean, you know what? Marv had a tough adjustment with Cantu. Cantu's very tall, very long. If I'm gonna say experience-wise, Ant fought Eric, which is probably the veteran, had the most fights thus far. So, man, it's kind of hard. Marvin fought Cantu twice, right?
Yep.
So I'm gonna have to go with Ant. Ant's seen different styles, and Marv's seen one. So I don't know how I can give that to Marvin. I'm gonna give that to Ant.
So you really going for the underdog?
Oh yeah, I mean Marv can be considered the underdog by a few if you want to look at it that way in those angles, but others can say that Ant's in for a real tough fight, you know? Sort of like a Loma Salido type of thing, you know what I mean? You might give Ant, you know, speed and, you know, some movement, but, you know, Marvin's in there to bang, man. And I don't know what type of game plan Ant has built up. Is he going to fight on his back foot? Is he going to, you know, maybe take it easy? Not take it easy, but be more cautious. You know, he did get knocked down by Eric. No, did he get knocked down by Eric Cruz?
Nah, he got hurt by Cruz and he
got stumbled,
knocked
right?
down by Garcia twice, but one was only legit.
So, I mean, have we ever seen Marvin touch the canvas?
Not that one was legit. One was officially called a knockdown. We never seen Marvin touch the canvas unless we're counting when Cantu tackled him. So
there you go again. You know, your theory being proven, kind of, right? Chinny chin Ant. You know, I know Ant probably laughing his ass off right now, but you know he's been tapped. And who knows what happens if Marvin actually reaches that chin. It's gonna be a test of wills, but again, I'm gonna side with Marv on this one.
All right, so SouthSide Deucie and Loren, who's your pick?
That fall on Mikey first.
Man, I don't fucking know. I've seen Loren in there with, you know what I'm saying, JD, so he gets a lot of kudos for that. Haven't really seen much of SouthSide Deucie, so based on the knowledge that I have, I would have to lean towards Loren.
Okay, Loren. Shit,
That's
man,
true.
you know.
That's true. We never seen anything from Southside, but that sparring, like he knows Loren in terms of how Loren is a talker and stuff like that. So I feel like he didn't send his best sparring either. You know what I mean? And I don't know, man. You just don't know if Loren is just a better director. Is he putting together faker videos than Southside? Because like Southside sparring real people. You know what I mean?
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Southside get the victory because the way he been talking, you know what I'm saying, makes me a believer. But
yeah, he talking. He training like a dog. It's like how he talking.
Nah, Southside definitely got.
It might be one that shit might fuck around be a draw or some shit. Cause both guys, because we seen Loren in there with JD, and I don't care. JD been out the ring 15 years. He was a former pro boxer, you know what I'm saying, did his thing, and shit. Loren had some success with him. So, I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be tough for Southside, but if he pulled off the victory, I wouldn't be surprised.
Shit, you know, going back to Southside's last sparring footage and you know, him going hard and whatnot. I think that the aggressor definitely is going to be Southside. He's definitely going to, you know, control the pace. I predict in the first, maybe half of the second round. But I think in the later part of the fight, I think Loren's going to kick up, man. It's going to be a tight fight, but I'm going to have to go with Loren on this one.
The experience, right?
I'm going to have to go with Loren with this. And people tell him this. And even Mike, this was your first Border Wars too, man. How real is that adrenaline dump?
I didn't really feel one.
What?
Oh well, shit, man. You gamed out then, shit.
Yeah, I was ready to fight. Shit.
No, heart racing. No, you know, can't wait to get in there. Maybe you felt, you know, like your muscles was tensing up.
You always get butterflies. I'm saying I don't care what I've been like. I've been on basketball team, football teams. You always get butterflies like before a game, but after the first 5-10 seconds of a game or a fight, shit, you in there now. Why you still nervous or why you still panicking? Shit. The more you panic, the more you gonna get fucked up.
Shit. Well, I'm definitely like, I'm definitely want to say that, even though I've never felt that adrenaline dump, I'm like you, Mike. You're still gonna get that feeling. You try to control it the best you can, but for those that haven't been, I mean, Mike, you used to play football. Am I correct?
Basketball.
Basketball.
Yeah.
See, he's a sportsman. He's had that feeling of game time. You've probably already gotten past the mental barriers that first competing kind of brings and presents to a competitor. That's probably why you felt so cool. I don't know what SouthSide's background is, or if he ever been in a competitive sport, or if he can actually talk as to what that feels like. But once you're one fight away from your fight, if Ness's fight just is finishing up and they call in Mike to go up there, pretty sure anybody that's waiting for that fight, trust and believe you're going to get those feelings. And if you don't know how to control them, that adrenaline dump is real, man. Over anxiety, your first round, you're going to feel tight as fuck. So, even though Southside, put in some work, some good work, and show some real decent sparring against some good guys in his gym, I'm just going to leave with Loren Maserati for that experience, man. And, that's my take on that.
Yeah, it comes down to... I'm sorry.
I just advise everybody to get a good little sweat going before you get in that ring.
Yes.
Get a nice little sweat, not too, you know what I'm saying, but nice little sweat going. Make sure you lose. Make sure you're ready.
Yeah, man.
Good advice. Get hot.
So I'm gonna go with Ant. I ain't make my pick. I'm gonna go with Ant. I'm sorry, Marvin. I wanted to ride with you. I think Ant could be beat. I really do think he's vulnerable. But, yo, that sparring, man, with Matt, bruh. Like, you were supposed to dominate, man. What's up with that, bruh? Bruh. Why you was getting hit with them right hands like that? Why you was getting hit with right hands from a 168-pounder like that? What's up with that?
What's up, fellas? What's going on, man?
Mark?
Yo, man, that sparring, we went 6 rounds. It was super light sparring. And think about it, bro. I wasn't probably at 195. Yeah, I might have been a little bit heavier. I could have destroyed Matt, man, honestly. I like Matt. He's cool. We're good friends. And it's just about trying to help each other up. And I wasn't going to go on a 5-hour ride to just, knock somebody out with the body shot.
Yeah, but you ain't got to knock them out.
You know what I mean?
You ain't got to. Yo, this is what I'm saying. I be saying
So there was a controlled sparring session.
Hell no.
It was very controlled, bro. It was very controlled. Come on.
No. Bruh, controlled is when the experienced guy ain't getting hit. Nigga, y'all was getting hit.
You gonna get hit. We're sparring.
Bruh,
I don't know which round he sent you.
If you better,
I don't know which round he sent you.
If you better, you could have been popping the jab, keeping him at bay. There's no reason 168-pounder should have been coming over the top, hitting you with the 1-2. What the fuck? And then you was missing and ended up in the clinch. It's like you can't end up in the clinch with Ant. You got to work every time you get a chance to work. You can't be in the clinch. And then when you was in the clinch, you wasn't really working. It was light. And that's what I said. If you sleep on Ant, he gonna sleep you.
Let me tell you something. If I was on the clinch and I would have gave Matt a couple right hands to the ribs, you don't think he's gonna go down?
I don't know.
This is like we're talking while we're sparring. You know what I mean? I'm telling Matt, yo, when you clinch, don't let him go. Keep him there, working that body, throw that right hand, throw them uppercuts. That's what we were talking while we was on the road.
Bruh, I don't like.
How many more pounds are you?
The sparring was very controlled.
I don't like that you was overshooting almost your 20. Shots. You was overshooting
20 pounds.
You was overshooting your shots, and you was ending up in the clinch. I ain't like that.
Well, How do you know that I'm not trying to clinch up? How you know that's in the game plan? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it ain't. I'm not saying it is. You know what I mean? But it don't matter because when I fought Cantu twice, only sparring I got was with Eric. And even with that sparring, people were like, "Oh, Eric is beating you up. Eric is doing this and this and that." But sparring ain't fighting. And at the end of the day, I come to fight. Period.
That is true. That's one thing we can never negate from you, Marv, is that you come to fight. How many rounds did you do that day, and with how many guys? How many different looks were you getting?
That day when I went to Lubbock, I only got in with Joseph and with Max because Chris Vega wasn't able to go.
And how many rounds apiece did you get?
I got 6 with Matt and 3 with Joseph.
So a total of 9 rounds?
Total of 9 rounds, yeah.
Were you doing 2-minute rounds?
Yeah, 2-minute rounds, but I believe maybe 30-second rest or 45-second rest.
Okay.
Yo,
and
Marvin,
go ahead, Ness.
Based off the sparring, should Matt have took the Gregory Morgan fight?
I don't know. I haven't really seen much of Morgan. I saw the little clips that y'all sent about him hitting the bag and stuff. But, I mean, he could have. He could have if he wanted to. He's dropped a lot of weight, man, and, you know, he still throws punches. So, I mean, at the end of the day, he comes to fight as well as y'all saw with the Danny fight. So, I mean, he could have, but I guess, like everybody says, the fear of the unknown is what gets to you. But, I mean, he could have if he wanted to.
Yo, so real quick, let me get your predictions for the rest of the card. Co-main event, SouthSide Deucie Loren. Who you got?
Man, that's tough. I don't know. I don't know too much about SouthSide Deucie. I know he's a good talker. He likes to. He's really good at selling the fight. But I've talked to Loren a lot, quite outside of the chat, and you know, I know he's been working. He's been working for a while, and he puts a lot of work in. And I don't know. I might have to go with Loren, but I don't. It's gonna be a very, very close fight, I think.
Doomsday, roly-poly.
Man, I don't know shit about this dude, man. Who's Rolly?
Rolly from Miami coming to kill Doomie.
Man, I don't know. Of course, I'm gonna ride with Doomie, but I mean, I don't know nothing about this guy. But
I
don't know.
Dr. Mofongo versus Eddie Bola De Grasa.
Yeah, that's tough too. Mofongo did look good against Santiago. You know, he looked pretty good for a big guy. Got good head movement in the ring, and throws punches. But from Bola De Grasa's footage, man, he ain't no joke either. So I think that's gonna be another great fight, another great close fight.
Your sparring partner? Oh, you ain't pick. Who you got? Come on, make this snappy, Pappy.
I don't know. I guess Bola De Grasa, I guess.
Silent Killer Santiago versus Big Super MEX, your sparring partner.
Yeah, I'm alright with Joseph on that one.
Really? Nice to hear that. Okay.
Yeah.
Ricky Swift Davis, Donel, I'll fight anyone, Fernandes.
I can't really pick on that one because I don't really know much about any of both of them. I haven't really been paying much attention, honestly.
And Gregory Morgan, you don't know much, but you should have seen the sparring on my ex-co-host Robert the Genius versus Gregory Morgan. He got bag work out there.
I don't know about that either.
Wow, you
honestly,
ain't seen
I haven't
Robert
really
sparring?
been paying too much attention. No, I haven't really been on.
Oh, that boy
See,
focused.
I've
What about Collin the
been working
Destroyer?
myself, man.
Collin the Destroyer versus Boxing Therapy. Before we let you go, that's the last one.
I don't know. I might go with Collin. I'm sure he's probably working with Loren, and so just the fact that they're buddies, they say that they relatively live close and whatnot. So I'm sure he's probably getting in work with Loren, and from what it looks like, they got a good gym with a lot of work. So I might have to ride with Collin on that one, I guess.
All right. Well, Champ, man, thanks for calling in. Wish you the best of luck. When you land? Thursday night? When you landing?
Nah, Friday afternoon. So I get out of work. I think I get out about 3 a.m., head home, shower, and head to the airport.
Nice. Hit us up, Champ. Hit us up. All right, man. There you have it. Marvin, he is one part of the main event with Anthony Edwards. 2 titles on the line, WBC and a Super WBA in the 185-pound division. So next up to be previewed and predicted will be Mofongo, Eddie Bola De Grasa. What's your thoughts, Champ? You the coach.
Mofongo.
Real quick,
listen.
Before you give your thoughts, got a super chat from Anthony Edwards that says, I talk in sparring too, but a mistake means hard shot. So you can talk, you know what I mean? But he's saying basically like, yo, just because you did control sparring with Matt don't mean you can't teach him. So he's like, yo, I talk in sparring too, but if you make a mistake, they're going to hit you with a hard shot.
I mean, yeah, that is true. That is true. There's always plenty of shit talking in the sparring sessions. You fall into that. You start getting it loose with it. You start talking that caca. But if you make a mistake, you will pay, and you will look stupid. Now, back to Bola De Grasa and Mofongo.
Yes.
Getting back to Mofongo, bro. Mofongo, made his inception last Border Awards. Shout out to Dr. Mofongo. He went up against a game opponent in Santiago. Shout out to the silent killer. Shout out to him. Never afraid, always down for a fight. I was actually fearful for Dr. Mofongo, knowing that Santiago is a volume puncher. He's in your face, and he doesn't stop throwing. But Mofongo held up pretty good. His gas tank held up pretty good, even though at the later rounds, both fighters were a little tired. I think Mofongo showed he was a little more tired than Santiago. So I'm actually interested in seeing how in shape Dr. Mofongo makes his return, being as though he has experience in the Border Wars ring already. Bola De Grasa, I haven't seen too much on you. Maybe I'm not putting the nickname and the real name together. What's the pedigree on it?
Eddie Bola De Grasa. Eddie, that's Robert Ortiz's best friend.
Yes, Eduardo, right?
Yep.
So yeah, Eddie, man, I'm hearing that you're talented. You got natural talent. You move well for a big guy. I haven't seen no sparring. Ness, you probably
word on the street. I got sources close to the camp.
Got something in the vault there, Ness?
Sources close to the camp say Eddie's not training, y'all.
Oh my goodness!
I got Dr. Mofongo, man. I like what I seen from him in the first fight. First couple rounds, he was out on his toes, bouncing around. Really showed good movement for a big guy. Or it really showed nice combination punches too for a big guy. And him and Santiago was a fight that I would have wanted to see a rematch in, but both guys went their separate ways. But if Eddie's not training, then he's not gonna have a chance against Dr. Mofongo.
I hear he's not training now. How good is my source? Journalists don't normally give out their sources. But in this case, my source is Robert Ortiz. Robert Ortiz tells me he invites Eddie to the gym, and Eddie don't even answer back. He said he can't get Eddie to answer back, especially if he talking about gym. So I don't know if Eddie just said, fuck it, I'm going to just go in there. Mofongo's big. I'm going to just work on skill instead of anything. I don't know. But that's the word. That's the word. Now, how true it is, I don't know. It's just like AJ getting knocked out in sparring, right? Like, who knows? Who knows? I can tell
I
you
mean,
this.
damn, man. You would like to think in a perfect world that it's all talk and maybe Robert Ortiz and Bola De Grasa are, playing the mind games and shit.
Could be. We say that Anthony plays mind games, so why shouldn't Eddie play mind games?
Look, if I'm gonna say that Bola De Grasa is trained, I don't know how this is gonna be his first fight again. Experience in the ring at high level pace,
Well,
which is in competition.
allegedly, this guy had 4 or 5 amateur fights when he was like 13, 14. Same thing like Gil, and we see how that looked.
Yeah. Yo, but shout out to my man Gil, man. Him and Gemji had one of the most entertaining fights, man. Regardless of what, my man towered over like the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
that's Border Wars history, B. He said he gonna sign a fight and train with us. I hope he really do, man. He should take the Jose fight and train, for real.
But yeah, if we're gonna go ahead and say that Bola De Grasa did his due diligence and trained, he has that talent side going for him.
Well, let me give you this. I sparred him, so I don't know if he was in shape, not in shape. He lasted whatever many rounds we sparred or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I like his, like Earl said, God-given talent. I like.
And when you sparred him, right?
Yeah, I sparred him.
How was that feeling to get in there with Bola De Grasa? I mean, what can you take from that?
He's not afraid. There's no doubt in my mind that he's gonna be the aggressor in the fight, or at least kind of looking like he's making the fight. Is he gonna land the shots? I feel like maybe he's gonna be smaller than Bola De Grasa. Maybe he's gonna be at a disadvantage in reach, but he's got really good Canelo-like waist movement. He's not just a sitting target. He's actually a guy parrying shots, moving, bobbing, weaving, which takes energy though. That takes energy. So again,
how many rounds were you able to get with him, Ness?
I think I did maybe 2 with him, 1 with Rob, and 1 with someone else.
And after the 2 consecutive rounds with him, what did you see in his appearance? Did you see him tired, winded?
I'm like the reincarnation of Floyd, Ali, and Wilder. So after 2 rounds with me, he was bloodied up. So it's different. You know what I'm saying? But taking that into consideration, like I could see him being able to use his skill that I was impressed with. I was like, oh. Like when I got in there, because remember, he was very bold. He was very brave. Like all of them, they called me out. They wanted to work. They get in there, and it's just a totally different thing. Like Wilder, it's like, yo, I wanted Ness. Now, I didn't know he was really 6'5". Wait, I didn't know he really has this reach. And but that being said, he still was able to get under those jabs here and there. You know what I'm saying? And I see that being a problem for anybody in his division. Wow. Now, I just want to see from him 3 rounds. If he could give me 3 rounds of that, what he gave me in my sparring, he could possibly beat Mofongo. But if Mofongo can stay disciplined and give us what he gave us in the Santiago fight and maybe crank it up just a little bit, he could get the win too, because I think they on paper they're the same size, but I feel like going into this, Eddie's going to be short. I think Eddie's one of those liars on BoxRec about his height. I feel like,
I thought he was tall. He was pretty tall.
Mofongo maybe. I don't know about Eddie, man. I don't know about
Really?
Eddie.
Okay, because I remember seeing some punching bag footage on Bola De Grasa. I don't know if that was him. I believe it was. And I thought he might have been at least 5'11", Am I wrong? I mean, how did you measure him up, Ness?
Mofongo?
Not Mofongo. I got maybe Mofongo's 5'9", 5'10". But Bola De Grasa seemed a little taller.
When did you meet him? In
I
Vegas
didn't meet
at the
him.
party. I think you actually did meet him in Vegas at the party. I want to say he was in the LA party, I think.
Shit. I mean, was I sleeping?
The Vegas party.
I wasn't sleeping, was I?
I don't know, but speaking of sleeping, FOG Boxing Talk Plus, he doesn't want Mike to fall asleep. He's like Alex Lioness. Whenever he is ready for the judges to give him the L, he got a gift draw the last time. Devil emoji. So making sure Mike knows that it ain't over. Like he want to rectify all wrongs like Wilder.
Yeah, dog. I don't know about a gift, but your best chance of winning was last time. I'm forgot. So.
Yo, you
If
too
ain't
Barry
the first
White right
fight,
now. We can't even hear you.
say what?
You too Barry White. We couldn't even hear you.
I said if his best chance of winning was the first fight. If he ain't beat me the first fight, he's definitely not gonna go win the second fight. You know what I'm saying?
FOG. And FOG did have the reach advantage in that fight, man. And Mike managed to get in there. Look, Mike was definitely having trouble with the chair.
He knew how to use that reach too.
Mike was definitely having a little bit of trouble with the chair. That I was refereeing that fight, you know what I mean? But I think that with a little more comfortability and that ring experience, I think Mike got the second one in the bag. But props to FOG. Like I said, it was a close fight, man. I don't know about being a gift draw, FOG. I like the competitive spirit. But I would like to see number 2, man. I know my boy Mike ready. As soon as he's cleared, he in there with you, baby.
For sure, man. That's one that we all wanted. So it looks like we got our picks for Anthony Edwards versus Marvin, the Tank. Then we picked for Loren and Deucie. Mofongo and Eddie. I'm going Mofongo. Eddie, you know, it'll be great. Eddie would have to prove something to me, you know, because I sparred him, you know, and we wanted to fight before. And now people think it's like a mismatch. So let him prove something. Mofongo did. People are impressed by Mofongo. Even if you want the rematch with Santiago, you still are impressed or at least shocked by what you saw from Mofongo. We weren't expecting that level of skill. So I'm going to go with Mofongo. What about you guys?
Shit, man. Being as though Eddie's kind of in the air for me, I haven't seen too much on him. And now that this fucking late breaking news and shit, the day, 2 days before the fight, you tell me that, he's rumored to not have been training. If I'm a betting man, I definitely got my money on Dr. Mofongo as well. Dr. Mofongo showed grit, skill, covered up pretty good. So I'm going on Mofongo on this one too, man.
Not only that, I gotta be like the Mexicans, it gotta be patriotism. Mofongo is Dominican, I'm Dominican.
Ah, shit. The Plátano power kicked in.
Plátano power! Yo, imagine Mofongo win an all-Dominican affair for me. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Mofongo, stop this motherfucker so we can sanction an IBO to put the title up in our fight in a vacant unification like AJ and Vlad. Stop him, Mofongo! Mofongo! Yo, I'm rooting for Mofongo to get a straight, clean Wilder Brazil stoppage. So the public will be like, yo, Ness, you got to fight.
I mean, Eddie, man, coming from the Dark Star camp, man, it don't look too good for you right now, man. It don't look too good, man.
So we got to move on. Santiago Silent Killer versus Joseph Big Super MEX. So we got a big thumbs up from Marvin saying, oh, yeah, Joseph definitely winning that fight. And Marvin has watched Santiago fight twice now. And Marvin sparred him 3 rounds. But you got to remember, Joseph energy was just like defeated after that sparring. He was out here like, yo, man, I don't know if I'm going to win, but I'm going to go out there and give it my all. And everything before that sparring was like, man, I'm going to win. I'm the Ric Flair, me and Ness, 4-fight plan, blah, 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 blah. And I feel like the energy changed slightly. He says that it didn't, but we heard it. He let it creep out. We heard it. We know what's there. We didn't get to see no sparring. Is that a sign of shame? Shame. Why did you not submit sparring? Why? Your opponent got full fights out there. He got whole fights plus new sparring, and you still ain't submit sparring. What is Joseph hiding?
I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on. Listen, man, again, you guys got to, and we're going to start enforcing it even more. It's very imperative you go ahead.
We got to do fines. We got to do fines, man.
We have to, man.
Got to.
It's not fair. There's a certain type of protocol in this, you know what I mean? And submitting sparring footage is part of that. I don't want to hear no stories about, I don't want to give up my game plan. I don't want to hear none of that shit, all right? We're talking about just, a couple minutes of sparring, seeing you in there, promote you the right way, get the crowd behind you, and give you the full experience of what Border Wars is, from start to finish. A lot of guys didn't do it. Some, tried the best they could because we understand that sometimes, that sparring is not available for you. But for the most part, you got 8 weeks at the very minimum to submit this stuff.
Because listen, for Santiago, it ain't fair. Mofongo didn't submit sparring the first time. He couldn't get it legitimately. He lives deep in the boondocks in New York. Couldn't get it. Allegedly, right? We got to believe him. He's a good guy. So now Joseph doesn't submit sparring. Here is Santiago, a veteran in this motherfucking game, and he's like not being handled properly, He should have been given sparring. Hopefully that isn't an issue. I don't want to hear that in the post-fight. I can't ask him not to say this because not knowing your opponent is legitimate. But because these are, amateur semi-pro rules, you kind of set yourself up for this. The amateurs, you don't know who you're going to fight. You don't get awarded that pleasure. You get in there and you fight whoever's they going to tell you to fight after you weighed in or some shit. You know what I mean? So in one, it's okay, but it ain't. Rules are rules. Joseph, you should be fine, man. You should be buying whatever. Well, Mike ain't even gonna be there this time. I was about to say whatever Mike's drinking. So I guess you should be buying whatever Santiago's drinking. Santiago actually likes to do combinations of like 2 different fast foods. So don't buy him a drink.
And Rolly, you ain't submit nothing either. I don't know what you think, and if that gives you an advantage over me or whatnot. All you did was just make me mad.
So who we going with in Super MEX and Santiago?
I'm going Santiago, baby. The silent killer.
Experience, right?
Experience.
Yo, why is
Experience
is getting a lot of these decisions?
Yeah, I'm going Santiago.
Wow.
Thought he got robbed his last fight.
Wow.
Oh shit! Mike saw a different bout too, man. It was a close one, bro. It was a very close one.
I thought Mofongo won the first round clearly. And next to Santiago was all him. But I'm going Santiago. Better experience. Nice punch coming. Like I can't express enough. Like Mofongo and Santiago was doing leather that whole fight, so we know he's gonna be in shape.
Dog shape. They sleep on Santiago's body weight. That's the issue. They sleep on how Santiago looks. And I hate to be that dude, but I gotta go Santiago too.
He got a mean streak in him too. Like you can when he in the circle.
Actually,
he going for it.
Actually,
he hits that switch, man.
Actually, I think that's what he don't got, and I hope he brings the dog. Actually, I feel like he dials it back. Sometimes I feel like he could be doing a little bit more Santiago can for real. Especially that last fight. He learned how to duck under real nice. Like he was working on his Mike Tyson, you know what I'm saying? So he was going under shots, coming back up, boom, boom, with the 1-2, but not in the 1-2 fashion. Obviously, he was doing like uppercut hook with that shit.
I like what I was seeing though. I mean,
me too.
He might not have like the ultimate killer switch, but I think he got enough to where he turns it on when he needs to.
No, listen. This is a tough fight for Joseph. Joseph wanted to fight Bola De Grasa. That was an uphill battle, but this is a tough fight because Santiago ain't got no win on paper, but what he got is experience. He got 9 rounds of battle. Nobody stopped Santiago. Santiago got...
Not even Chris.
Not even big-ass Chris. Not even
Chris
big-ass
was fucking towering him, bro.
That shit went a decision. It did go a decision, right?
Yeah, it went decision, man.
Wow. Yo, so Joseph, my last heavyweight prediction, I got to bet against you because, like Bola De Grasa, these one of the dudes calling me out, right? So it's better to bet against you and you actually prove to the world that you good and you worthy, And if you don't, you not. Because Santiago got that experience, man. You in a fight. I tried to get him the best fight. I didn't want to give him Bola De Grasa or Dr. Mofongo as his first fight,
Wait Jose's on the chat saying that Chris did stop him. My bad. I kind of forgot about that. I know there was some.
I don't think so. I mean,
There was
let me
some.
double
Yeah,
check.
I think it was. I think
got
there
the
was some
Border
shots that he
Wars.
took too many.
Let me see. I got Border Wars box right.
It was. I remember now. It was a stoppage. It was in the third round, I think, and it was just I think it was too many punches accumulated.
Actually, it's not even on box right. It just says Santiago's 0-2.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't a bad stoppage. It wasn't like he got knocked down and put out. It was a call on the I think referee was Mide at that time.
So,
and
yeah, man.
I think he made that call.
LA, bad refs in the building. Yo, so all right, so we're all going Santiago, the silent killer. Santiago, yo, let me fucking ring the fucking horn for Santiago. Yo.
I said that, where the A-side? Where the A-side?
Shout out to Santiago, man. Finally, the A-side in the fight and the favorite.
Yeah, true, man. He's earned that spot like a motherfucker.
Hell yeah, he earned that shit, bro. Yo, this could be his Tevin Farmer moment. But
a lot of pressure on him now, though. He's expected to win.
I mean, I hear he been training like a motherfucker. There ain't nothing to leak bad on that side of camp, champ. And I seen his spawn partner. His spawn partner his spawn partner was not taking it light. I ain't saying he was trying to knock out Santiago, but he was definitely making him see where his mistakes was at. So Joseph gonna have to come, and that's the thing. Joseph ain't get enough sparring. He ain't get enough sparring. If the sparring with Marvin changed his mindset, that's because he ain't get enough, man. And I hate that that's true, because this was a guy that was saying he had a 4-fight plan. He wanted to unify. That's only making my dreams come true, giving me an opportunity to stay in this world. But I don't believe it. But I'm not going to move on to the next fight, since we do have Joseph, big Super MEX. I got to give him the opportunity, like I gave Marvin, the Tank Fermen, an opportunity to talk and discuss their fight, and also make the picks on the rest of the card.
Joseph, you on?
No, I'm actually looking for his intro. Where the fuck that shit go? Oh, that's right. I moved it because he be hosting with us now. I put it with the hosts.
Southsideville.com. Oloki, you are next, my friend. Por eso lo vuelvo a repetir. La era del Canelo la mejor porque peleó con los mejores. La suerte es para los mediocres, my friend.
Southsideville.com.
Yo, let me just clear up one thing first. The sparring isn't what had me feeling deflated. The scale had me deflated. Let me make that loud and clear, because I wanted to lose more weight than what I did, and it didn't come off the way I did. But I still lost a good amount of weight. Look, I'm not surprised. You guys, I mean, at the end of the day, I would do the same thing. If you're picking a guy with experience versus a guy with not experience, of course you lean to the guy with experience. But I'm coming to show the hard work I put in, the determination I have, the will to win I have, and it's look. I'm not sitting here. I'm not going to tell you that I'm the next Floyd Mayweather. I'm not going to tell you I'm any Canelo, but I'm coming to fight. I'm coming to put on the show, and whether I win spectacular or whether I lose, which I don't plan on losing, this is the worst you're going to see me. So I'm just going to put it out there. The chance to beat me is now. If anybody wants to see me get beat, it's going to have to be Saturday. Otherwise, I guarantee you it's never going to happen. I put in enough work to do it. Now, as far as the sparring goes, here's my issue. The whole narrative is it's new and improved. So much things have changed. But yet you got a slow motion sparring footage. I could send in a walkthrough sparring footage, but what does that do for anybody? But I came on the show and it said I've had 3 sparring partners kick my ass, put me through hell. So I ain't embarrassed to show nothing. I know where I'm at. I'm a self-trained novice, but I put in hard work. I know my strengths. I know how to play to my strengths, and I'm coming to win Saturday, point blank period. I've said it many times. The one thing I hate more than a lot of things in life is losing. I hate losing. I don't know what to expect when I actually get in there. Mike and Doomy touched on it, though. The nerves thing. Look, I've competed in football and baseball at high levels, so I think mentally I should be able to hang with the adrenaline rushes, but I don't know.
Yo,
We're gonna
man.
find out.
I should be playing the sad music with all this shit, man. We want to know the real, man. Was your sparring? Was your sparring controlled?
Hold on.
Was your sparring controlled? Was your sparring controlled? That's what the public want to hear. You got motherfucking. You got Marvin out here talking about his sparring with your brother was controlled. So now we wondering, was your shit controlled? Was your shit controlled?
Look, man, Marvin wasn't the only guy I fought with. I asked everybody, all three of my guys that I fought with throughout camp, to turn it up, because that's half-assing. If you practice soft, you're gonna fight soft, just like any other sport. It's balls to the wall, no matter what. That's my philosophy. That's my background on things. I can't speak for nobody else, but I'm giving my effort, and I want the same back. I'm not gonna do better by anybody half-ass, light touching me just because I'm fat. I'm fat because that's my own fault. Don't feel bad for me because I'm fat. I put myself in that situation.
48 hours,
That's how I wanted all my...
Man, you heard what he
and
said.
And you know what?
He coming to fight, goddammit.
Come to win. Come to win. Stop being like Anthony Edwards, afraid to bet on yourself. Everybody want to be wild to put masks on, want to call themselves Border Wars Wilders, but they don't want to bet on themselves. Wild to bet on himself, and wild to bet on himself. You know what I'm saying? Stop giving me this energy. You ain't coming to lose.
5 days
I'm coming to... Nah,
Sunday.
tell me you coming to win. SouthSide ain't even talking about losing. SouthSide talking about doing Loren dirty. Where's your energy? Where's your energy? Stop talking about losing if you coming to win.
No, because that's my point. I hate losing more than anything, so I'm gonna do everything that I know I can to win. I don't lose. I don't lose in life at anything. I told you before. We dig holes. I'm gonna dig a better hole.
Real quick, right? I mean, it's obvious that you had the opportunity to look into Santiago's past bouts. In your opinion, what is it that you see you doing better than Santiago?
That's a good question. Because he has improved every time out. You know, his head movement's improved, his combination punches improved.
60 seconds.
It remains to be seen. I think I've got a little bit better skill than people. I think I'm gonna be able to move around better than people are anticipating. I think my footwork is pretty decent for a guy my size.
Let me ask you this, you being the bigger guy. I mean, I don't know if this is no secret or not, but do you plan on being the guy to bully Santiago, maybe push him back using that weight, that heavyweight strength to maybe push your opponent back?
In the clinch, I noticed he likes to clinch a lot. I don't feel like that's going to work for him the way it did against Mofongo. I work a very physical job, and I know my upper body strength, and I know how to keep balance. And to know how to plant my feet, know how to shift my weight. I know how to use my weight. Is what I'll say. I've always been very good about that, knowing how to use my weight and make it work to my advantage. So, but I'm not. I'm not the kind of guy that wants to fight in the clinch, man. Like I said, I think a lot of people are going to be impressed with the pace of this fight, with the type of fight it is, if it goes the way I'm thinking, because I've seen how he fights, and I know what I plan on doing. So, I expect you to win the bonus. We meet in the middle.
Since you're saying you've seen how he fights, I want to know how many times you watched this fight.
Honestly, maybe once or twice.
What? Yo, what's up with fighters in this? I don't watch tape shit. I obsess over my fighter. I build up my fighter. My fighter is fluid every time I step in the ring. Y'all crazy. I obsess, man. I'd rather be obsessed.
Like I said, man.
I'd rather be obsessed than surprised.
But that guy that fought against Mofongo, I don't think that's the guy that's showing up Saturday.
Oh, so what you're saying that you're going to have a broken Santiago show up?
No, I think there's going to be an improved Santiago show up.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So a better fighter.
Just like my brother. After you fight, you learn from your mistakes. Ness says it all the time. You learn what you did wrong. You work on that. So that guy that fought against Mofongo is not who's going to show up Saturday.
One thing that might be
So
in question, just
mistakes.
because of the experience in the competitive side of fighting, not the sparring or maybe the working out, but just all the factors you got to dial in when you're actually it's fight day. A lot of people might say that you're not experienced enough to go 3 rounds hard. That you might be the guy lacking the gas tank.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
What you got to say about that to all the doubters?
Can he go 3 rounds, champ?
Like I said,
he might give
said,
Santiago a stoppage, yo. What if you let Santiago stop you because you ain't never spar hard enough?
I go balls to the wall every time I train, whether it's sparring, whether it's pads, whether it's the bag, just set myself up to be ready to get that going. So I don't anticipate that being a problem.
I hear you, champ. You saying the right things, man. All
like
I want is great things from you, because you in my division, man. Make me great. Be great so I can look great.
Let me say this, though. Let me say this, Ness. I've already won, okay?
What? You already won?
That shirt I posted that I was wearing, the bigger fight was within myself to get myself to bite down, actually get in shape, to actually get my ass up and train, to put down the sodas, to put down the beer, to fucking run my fat ass. That was the bigger fight. That was tougher than anything. Look, I'm playing with my kids more. I'm fitting into old fly ass clothes that I ain't fit into in years. Whatever happens here, I've already won. Like I said, and look, if I'm planning to go on and win, but I'm gonna tell you something like this, because I know people heard me talk a lot of shit, and that's my personality. I don't understand how I'm supposed to feel. You're supposed to be confident, and I'm still gonna be confident. And regardless what happens, I'm still gonna call in. I'm still gonna co-host when I have time. I'm not afraid. Look, it is what it is. But I'm gonna keep coming. This is only the beginning, and I promise you, a year from now, we're going to be having a whole different conversation.
Hey, champ, we want to see it, man. We want to see greatness out of you, man. That's all we want. We want what's best for you.
Word is born, man. And just like you said, man, it's already a win coming down from 360 to whatever you're weighing. Now, last time we checked, it was 330. So it's a hell of a victory outside of the ring already, brother. And truly, like my man Tion Sharp just said on the chat, you're an inspiration to those that are maybe thinking that it's impossible or is too late for them to get up off that couch and make a difference in their lives, and not only in their lives, but in the lives of the loved ones that want the best for them.
And just, I remember, bro,
exactly, man. But look, like Ness said,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Joseph.
I was gonna say real quick, Mike. Like Ness said yesterday, if your family, if you really want to lose weight, your family can enable you. My wife, you know what? I'll be honest. She needed to be, but she was all the way out there. You're gonna do this right. So shout out to my wife, because that girl right there stayed on me about eating right and getting up to train. So it's one thing to want to do that, but you got to make sure your family is on board, and you got to let them know, hey, look, even if I bitch them on, you guys got to keep your foot on my throat.
Looks like you got the right woman next to you, champ.
All out, back in shape, better quality of life, lose the weight, and it's not about how you start, bro. 2 years from now, who knows? Those could be fucking weighing 225.
Damn.
It's all about how you fucking finish. You feel?
Yeah, sir. Yeah, so real quick, we're screen sharing the Border Wars box rec. We got good old 0-2 Matt the Hipster Hunter, 0-2 Santiago, 0-2 Zach the Mac Daddy Kramer, 0-2 Can 2 the Can Man, 0-2 Enrique Casual Fan Church, 0-1. Who else we got? Gil 0-1. Russ the Bus 0-1. Mac Gregor from Canada, 0-1. Hasael from Mexico, 0-1. Eric Garcia from Canada, 0-1. Alex Lemon in Cali, 0-1. JD in Texas. Where's Tony
Texas,
G?
right?
No, Tony G
Arizona?
Tony G is from LA. 0-1. Mike, AKA Rolling Thunder, AKA The Boss, Gross. 0-0. One draw. FOG Boxing Talk Born. 0-0. One draw. Sean Du, I never fought since I lost to Huracan. 0-1. Jose El Loco Sands. 3-0.
Undefeated.
No longer champion in emeritus status, though. He was given that. He was given that. Ness, 3-0, IBF champion. Cruz, 2-2. Eric Cruz, 2-2.
Toughest schedule in Border Wars.
Coach Mide, 2-0. And fan appointed pound for pound #1 Border Wars. Anthony the Queen City Cobra, 2-0. Marvin the Tank Fermen, 2-0. Doomsday the Killer, 1-1. Angelo Huracan, 1-1. Info Joe, because it ain't no show without Info Joe, 1-0. Gemji from Delaware, 1-0. Warren in Canada, 1-0. Dr. Mofongo from Dominican Republic, but residing in New York, 1-0. Boxing MD out of Florida, 1-0. Fern Gully, last year's pound for pound #1, 1-0. Chris Garcia from Canada, 1-0. And Daniel, what's his name? Canelo Swift, a.k.a. Ringwalk Danny, 1-0. Sal from Cali, 1-0. And people who've scored knockdowns and knockouts in Border Wars consists of myself with 5 knockdowns and 1 TKO, and Anthony Edwards, 2 knockdowns now. One in his first fight and 1 in the second fight. Let's go to Edwards, who hasn't called in all day, and get his thoughts on his fight and his picks on the rest of the card. Edwards, Queen City, what it do?
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, brother. Talk to us.
Oh man, shit, just at the job chilling. Ain't nothing happening. Just looking in, listening in.
I ain't fucking all that, man. Are you training? Are you taking Marvin seriously? Does the weight advantage that Marvin has bother you? Let me know, nigga, because I picked you on the fucking show.
Nah, that shit don't bother me. Or I wouldn't have picked him. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted a little bit of a challenge, a little bigger guy to beat up on, so I don't have to pull back on shots. Cause
yo, why you keep saying you picked him? Didn't he call you out?
No, I picked him. I literally went to him and asked him, like, shit, if I don't get this Jose fight, well, Sal dropped out. Well, shit, what up, Marvin? Like, yeah, I asked him. I'm the one that picked him.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? You can call me Canelo out here. I'm doing the picking now. You know what I'm saying? But it's not that I'm not taking it lightly. It just sounds that way.
Yeah, I mean, at least I ain't seen you on IG in Vegas or nothing like that. But I did see you.
Nah, I wasn't in Vegas this time. But we gonna turn New York upside down though. That's what we gonna do.
Yo, do you think you could get a stoppage in this fight?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, I train for that. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I plan to do. I'm a different fighter than. was a different fighter than the first time.
I like what I'm hearing.
The thing is, me and Marvin got the same amount of fights, but I got more experience than him. You know what I'm saying? Because keep in mind, I had a camp in between that I was supposed to go fight Mario, and that didn't fall through. But I was chilling, and truth be told, when I went into the Cruz fight, I was not 100%. I was probably about 75%. I didn't really tell anybody that, but I could barely walk up the steps because of the pain in my knee. There was only certain ways I could bend my knee. It was only certain movements I could do. It was only certain punches I can throw. But it was just something. It's just an adjustment I had to make while I was in there. But the knee is near, not perfect, but it's much better than before. All my elements are good now, and you like I said, you're gonna see a little something new. A little something.
Let me ask you a question real quick, Ant.
Yes, sir.
What help, if any, did the Eric Cruz bout give you in preparation for the likes of Marv?
They fight the same way. Like I always said that like Marvin is just a bigger version of Cruz, but he is some things that Cruz does that he can't do, or he just hasn't showed that he can do yet. And he has tank issues. He is a tank after all. I mean, he lost that weight. To me, it looked like he lost it the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? I've never used a bag, cause coming in the first border wars, I lost 20 pounds too. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't do it using bags and sweating myself to death and starving. I didn't do it. I just put in hard work every day. So
that is true. Marvin is using sweatsuits and he's fasting. And you know what? Doomy mentioned that. He's like, yo, is he going to be weight drained? But I don't think on this level you could be weight drained. Like, Marvin is obviously heavy, bro. He's obviously heavy, bro. He could get down.
You can be weight drained, because for the first fight, I was drained. It was a lot of shit wrong with me that first time. And,
what weight was that? 170, right?
I was 178 for that fight.
178? I thought it was 170. 178, all right. So you about 180 for that fight.
Yeah. I'll probably be about the same. I might be a couple pounds heavier this time. I might have put on a little muscle maybe.
I mean, I don't know if you heard, Ant, but Marv definitely has a chef in his camp. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he said
she graduated from Cordon Bleu. She knows how to mix it up in the kitchen. So, I mean, I don't know if he was starving himself.
I mean, that's good. I mean, that's a nice little thing to have. His lady cooks for him and all that, and she can help him diet. But kind of don't make no difference. I can eat double cheeseburger, French fries every motherfucking day. These boys still can't beat me. That's how I feel about it. Not because of my diet, but because I'm working harder than him. I'm always gonna work harder than him, and he'll never be able to catch up.
Bro,
talking about the hard work.
Hold on. Yeah, because the man drove 5 hours one way to spar. Yeah, you might not like the quality of sparring, but that's dedication. That's hard work.
I drive 15 minutes to get sparring, so I can get it more often. I can get it from better people. You know what I'm saying? And fuck that. I ain't driving 5 hours to get some pity pat. If I drive 5 hours, somebody getting their ass beat. Or I'm getting mine beat so I can learn. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing that. It's experience, and if you're not every so often, you ain't got to go hard every day. I wouldn't recommend that for anybody, especially like us. We not, you know what I'm saying? We're not actual real fighters, but if you ain't getting in there and touching somebody up and them touching you back up every now and then, you doing yourself a disservice. You got to feel that contact. You got to feel that hurt. Like I said, somebody dropped me in sparring. That's fine.
I was just ready to say that. Ant, now, you're talking about hard work. You've been putting in hard work in sparring sessions, but it's rumored, or you could solidify that you got knocked down. You got knocked down in sparring. Do you want to maybe give us a little insight on what round or how much sparring you were doing? Was it the first round of sparring when you did get knocked down?
Let's see. It was about probably about round 4 or 5 straight. And
fresh
you know,
guys every round though, right?
Huh?
You said you have fresh guys every round or every minute of every round?
Yeah, on the Red Robin, it was every minute. So, you know, it's live. You know, it's live action. Every time I step in, everybody that step in is fresh, regardless if I'm tired or not. And I got clipped with something, and I was like, oh, all right, that wasn't no flash knockdown. That hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me not make that mistake again. You know what I'm saying? That's how you are.
Is it safe to say that this is probably the most well, not the most, but like, yeah, I'm gonna say, is this camp the most prepared that you've been?
Yeah, I believe so. You know, just adding on top of things. You know, building on some things and working on the things that I wasn't so great at. You know, and sharpening up the things that I was good at. So, you know.
And look, I'm moving kind of fast here, but you know, somebody mentioned it on the chat, and I was getting to that too. Now, we all know that AJ, you know, was concussed, and you know that has some type of effect on you. Did you receive a shot that was to that effect, or was just, you know, you got caught hard and you had to shake it out and continue?
Yeah, I just had to shake it out and continue. Nah, I ain't letting nobody hit me with no shot like that, you know. But sometimes they throw them. So every now and then, you know, like it was a couple times my coach was like, man, fuck that. You got to go make Ant fight. Go make you fight. You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of times I'm, you know, like I said, I'm picking the shots. I'm not necessarily, you know, depending on the partner, I'm not necessarily, you know, trying to always tag them or do something like that. Sometimes I invite them, come to me, come get some. And if you can make, if I can make you miss, that's my goal. You know what I'm saying? If I can counter you, that's the goal.
He in the chat.
Are you going for the knockout?
He's saying, why you getting more? Why is the best you've been in camp? I thought he was light work. Why you all prepared and shit? Why you getting? Why is your best camp
Who said
in your
that?
life?
Marvin in the chat.
Yeah, you said he's the most prepared you've been.
Well, ask Marvin, why is he not the best prepared he could be?
I'm just saying. I thought you said it was light work though.
It's gonna look that way, but I don't believe he's light work. No, I don't believe that. But I'm gonna make it look that way. But my question to him is, why isn't he preparing as if he was fighting the toughest fight of his life? Is he the one underestimating just because he lost a little bit of weight? Don't mean you can beat me.
He is, champ. It looked like he hired a chef. He's training. He's driving for sparring. Like, what more you want from the man?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess I'm just talking shit. I guess that's true.
Yeah,
maybe
Mike,
some tougher
sparring. Know, man, you going for the stoppage or what?
And he made the weight you want him to make. Like, what more you want?
He made it. I don't want nothing else for him to step in that ring. That's all I need from him. That's all I want, and I'll do the rest. He just needs to show up. You know what I'm saying?
What's the rest, nigga? A decision or a stoppage?
Stoppage.
All right.
Stoppage.
Yo, Mike, don't believe him. You wasn't on the last show. You wasn't on the last show.
He had Cruz hurt. He ain't had that
technically.
He ain't had a killer instinct. He ain't had a killer instinct.
Technically, my guy Dumi was on that slow count. So if you really gonna be technical about it, Cruz is on that ground for more than 10 seconds. Call that a flash knockdown if you want to.
Yo, technically, if you know you was as confident you was gonna get a stoppage, you'd have took that $500 bet.
I told him I'd take it, but he said nah.
You saying all that after we sauced you up, man. You was like, we could go lower. I'd have took that. Let me tell you, Marvin know why he lost weight.
Because he fighting me.
I'd have fought Marvin. You offer me 1,000, I'm betting on Ness. You scared. Marvin put some fear in your heart, or you'd have took that bet. You out here, you fly everywhere. You partying in Miami and Vegas. You know, you doing Spartan runs in fucking.
You out here like
in
AJ
Colorado. So 500 ain't nothing. But you knew you was gonna lose that. You knew you was possibly gonna lose it. That's why you ain't put it out there. That's crazy.
But how about this? How about Marvin put some money up against me? Talk about betting on himself. We can both bet on ourselves.
Marvin ain't got to bet on himself. Marvin gonna use this chink in your armor. This is the mental armor I'm talking about, man.
Nah, man, that ain't the chink in my armor. I can tell you that it is one. but that ain't it.
Oh my God! Did he just admit that? What's your chink then?
Everybody got
I
a
can't
chink,
tell
man.
you that.
It's up to the other guy to find out.
Oh man.
Everybody got one, but I'm just like, I invite him to come look for it. But that don't mean he can view me, just even if he found it. So he can know what it is right now. He can game plan his whole camp for it. But, that doesn't mean he can exploit it. He's not physically capable.
So who you got in the co-main event? Loren and SouthSide Deucie with all the background noise.
My fault. Let me go inside. I got Loren.
No, that ain't true. Loren. That's SouthSide with the background. All right. So who you got in the Dr. Mofongo versus Eddie Bola De Grasa?
I got Doc, because if you say if it's true that he ain't been going to the gym, you know what? No, he never mentioned if he lost weight or not, or anything like that, or anything about his camp or how he doing, or his sparring.
He had that one update where it had some sparring in it, but that was in the beginning of camp, man.
Oh man, I might have to go with I might have to go with Doc on that one then. Yeah.
The killer, the silent killer versus Big Super MEX. Joseph Santiago, who you got?
I got Santiago top. Out top. I got Santiago
Ricky
top.
Swift Davis versus Donel Fernandes.
That's tough because I can't remember if I'm pretty sure I've seen both of them. Damn, that's a push. I'm going to call that one a draw.
All right. And I don't know if you've seen Robert the Genius sparring. Not Robert Ortiz. Robert the Genius sparring. It's on Patreon. But he took the fight with Greg Morgan. 182. They might be creeping up in your division. You never know.
Ooh. And I might got him because he got balls. Like, he just said, fuck it, I'll take it. He got balls, so I'll take him.
That's what I said. Boxing Therapy versus Collin the Destroyer.
I got Collin. Size difference is gonna be too much for him. But he nice though. I seen it though. He nice though. Dude, nice. He nice.
And Doomy versus Rolly.
Oh, I got Domi. Well, man, we ain't seen Rolly. We ain't seen nothing Rolly, have we?
Nothing.
I don't think he know what he getting
about Rolly.
I don't think he know what he
about Rolly.
He
He from Florida.
Huh?
I said, only thing we know about Rolly is he from Florida. And he been a gym rat for 10 years, he said.
Gym rat for 10 years. That's not, I don't know if he know what he getting into with Doomy. He might just be like, fuck it, I wanna go further than what I know I'm capable of. But I mean, he might bring a little fight. It's the most interesting.
I'm counting on it.
Sources close to the camp told me Doomy didn't take the full 8 weeks of an 8-week camp.
Doomy don't never take the full 8 weeks.
The best source, my best friend and shit.
You gotta be
Sources close to the camp. Yo, let me get the Southside Deucie. That's all the picks. Thanks for calling in. And when you land? I'm supposed to be meeting up with Fern and them. They on their way over here. They're here. Damn.
I'll be there. I'll be there tonight about 10.
All right. Peace.
All right.
Let me get the Southside. Southside, I'm not gonna be able to hear you. Midi, I'm only going to Southside first because he got a fight. I'm not gonna be able to hear him. I gotta go answer this door for them. Southside, you was there already. What's going on? You ready?
Southside got to get it off his chest. What up, champ?
I don't know why this motherfucker still ringing, bro.
I don't know either. He hung up. Midi, what up?
What up?
Midi, as the man to hand Doomsday his loss and thoroughly outbox him without even getting punched. Who you picking in this fight?
In this fight, let me tell you, right? I don't know anything about Rolly. But
can I still hear this?
We need to do something to Rolly, right? If he turns up and he's a ringer and he's actually way too experienced and all, we gotta jump him as an example to anyone else in border world that don't submit footage.
That won't happen. That won't happen, but I totally agree with the plan.
I'm telling you, right? Because like people can't just like sign up to something knowing the rules and break the rules like that. You need to submit some footage. That's not fair on anyone. But you know, only
Absolutely,
knowing
Coach
Doomy
Smitty.
and
And the
Doomy is
reason
my
I'm not
boy. I'm gonna
complaining,
ride
Coach
with
Smitty,
my
is
boy
because I
Doomy.
am, you already know what I'm about. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
know
that
that.
shit can't be
I know
happening.
that, but it don't matter. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. I know what you're about, but it doesn't matter. That's what we do as friends and all this. We play by the rules and all this. This is a friendly stuff,
Absolutely,
you
absolutely.
know. You know, and but I'm riding with you because I know you, and you know you're my boy, so I can't go against you. But you know, we gotta warn people that you know this is not a joke. You can't just come in and be a ringer and do whatever you want, man.
Nah, I gotta make an example, bro. Like I said earlier, man, you didn't do nothing but make me mad. Whatever you think you hiding, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put
yeah.
the moxie
But
on you, boy.
at least he could have said a few things, right? And say, hey, you know, I can't get footage for reason X, Y, and Z. Talk to people. That's what we're doing. We're a community here.
Nah, he's coming in. He's coming in as the guy that that was trying to take my throne. He's trying to take me out. He don't want to show me nothing. He's preparing. I'm taking this as a disrespect. I'm
Yeah, no,
taking this as him coming
that's
in
disrespectful.
and
But
really,
that,
really,
you
really
know,
trying to make
maybe he
some
doesn't mean
type
it
of
that way,
example
right?
out of me.
Maybe
I don't know what he got in his head, but all you did was get me mad. Get ready for a
maybe
fucking fight.
you
I'll
know
tell you that.
we're gonna meet the guy soon, right? So maybe he don't mean it that way, and maybe he's all cool and
I
all
don't
that.
give
But
a fuck. It's too
you just
late.
need to understand.
Fight day is too late. I don't want to talk
Yeah.
to you.
Who
It's
don't?
fight time. We get litty afterwards. You
Who
feel me,
doesn't
compa?
mean
I buy
what?
you a motherfucking Modelo Negra and we kick it afterwards. But it's on, baby.
Who doesn't mean what though?
Yeah, no, maybe Rolly doesn't mean it to be disrespectful and all that. Like to be honest, we don't know the guy, so we can't just like, you know, make assumption. But what he's doing is not
That's
cool,
the whole
right? He
point. I never
needs to
even
abide
got
by the
no
rules.
rapport off the guy.
Huh?
I said I never even got a rapport with the guy. That's the whole thing. I don't know him. He might be a great guy, just down for the
Yeah,
experience. I just don't
that's what
know.
I'm saying. Maybe he just doesn't know how we roll. But when you sign up, you know. Next, explain to him. You know what I mean? So anyway, man, I got you. I got you in that fight.
You still at the airport, Mitty? You just touched down. What's up?
Nah, he's
No,
in
no,
Jersey
no, no.
already.
I'm in the country, man. I'm not
Yo, I'm in
close to you guys, but
studio.
I'm in the country.
I'm in studio right now with Santiago the Silent Killer and Fern, pound for pound Fern. Look at Santiago the Silent
Oh
Killer
shit!
Santiago.
in
What up,
office.
Santiago?
I got the pound for pound over
What up,
there.
Fern Kelly?
Yeah.
Pasa, compa. West Coast in the house, baby.
Yeah, they landed, man.
Yo, but listen, like you guys didn't check
Mitty,
like
let me get
ants,
to
man.
Mitty. Let me get to Southside because he doesn't know how to fucking handle his mute. Jesus, Southside. What's
Yo,
up?
you can hear a lot of interference in my background.
I hear like if you got the window all the way down with the sunroof open
Nah, I just had it
and the
on
AC
speakers. It's
open.
better.
Yeah, that's better. You had the
All right,
AC
look.
and the windows open.
Yeah, I had the AC blowing. You know what I mean? But listen, I want to keep this call real short, man. Like I just want to make one statement real quick. Keep your nose from under my nuts, you hoe ass belt thief. You nut sniffing jock strap riding ass hoe. Why type when you can Skype, nigga? Call up here and address me like you got some balls, you little bitch ass nigga. Other than that, keep my name out your mouth. Look, TBV the fuck up. I look forward to Border Wars, man. In a couple of hours, for real. That's the way I look at it. This shit about to go down. And that's my call, man. Jose, you's a bitch.
Damn. Look like a loco. Getting into Southside's under Southside skin. I don't know. Are you making that return? You got that Southside sauce? Southside, we still got you on the line? Nah, it looks like we got.
My bad. I don't think
Nah, it looks like he dropped off. Let me get him back.
I thought he hung up. But yeah, man. Jose got a knack for just getting under people's skin. You know
You there?
He's good at that.
Southside.
Yeah. That's one thing Jose's known for, man. He's been one of the most polarizing champs so far in the Border Wars.
All
Definitely
right.
like Southside
All right,
energy, though.
let's see. We got Southside still on the line. Jose, we're gonna get to you. Robert, wait a minute. I'll unmute you once you're ready. Once we're ready. Southside, wrap it up.
Yo, nah, that was my call, man. That's all. That's all I wanted to say, man.
Southside still on the line.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. Somebody's phone
I'm
is
not.
Yo, stop
I'm getting a
unmuting
wild.
unless I unmute y'all.
Yeah, I'm getting a wild playback. It was kind of confusing a little bit. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, nah, that was my call though, man. I'm completely ready for Border Wars, man. I'm amped. I can't wait. It sounds like it's gonna be a lot of good fights on the card. You know what I mean? I'm upset Jimmy had to pull out, but I hope he worked that out for the best of him, whatever he got going on. You know what I mean? I send him my best. Yeah, but other than that, man, like I just wanted to say that shit, man, because I ain't about to be typing back and forth with a well-known belt thief, nigga. You's a pickpocket. Get your bitch ass game up, boy. Typing me like you not my girlfriend, nigga. Don't send me no text, you little hoe ass nigga. And keep your nose from under my nuts, you jock strappy sniffer. Nigga, that's the fuck you is, nigga. You's a jock strap sniffer. Hoe ass nigga.
All right, let me get to Robert the Genius. Took the Greg Morgan fight on short notice. Former host. What's going on, champ? You gotta unmute, Robert. I had to mute you with your background noise. Robert, figure out how to unmute yourself.
Yo,
there you go.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yo, what's up? It's the Genius.
It's the Genius. What's going on, champ? Very impressed and proud to hear that you have taken this fight. Got a smile on my face for sure. And, it's funny the way that it happened, right? Because you just sent in some stuff to me telling me you were back in the gym and that you've just started to spar. And you look good, man. So it was good to see you not afraid to challenge yourself, man, because, I don't know, I think you could definitely win it. I mean, the psychologically, you got that, you know? You were willing to step in there with someone you didn't know. And then I want to believe that you got more sparring than this guy unless he's just not sending in any. But based on that bag footage, I just don't see, I can't see like that clear-cut skill that's supposed to take you out. But what did you think of what you got to see? I know it's a little bit only.
Yeah, so I wish I got to see more. I mean, just bag footage and jumping ropes. But at least he did it consistently, so it was looking like he had some cardio.
Yes. I do believe he has cardio because he's in the Army, right?
Is he still in the Army, or was that like a thing he used to do?
I'm not sure, champ.
Yeah, but I'm nervous though, but not nervous like I'm gonna pull out. I'm definitely doing it. It's crazy to actually do this shit.
Yeah, listen, man, the good thing is, if you watch any other previous Border Wars, Doomy has been our version of, Willis, right? What's the fuck is his first name?
Steve Willis, man. Shout out to my boy Steve Willis.
Doomy's done a phenomenal job. No one's been knocked out. No one's been sent to the hospital. No one's been concussed. We've only had one stoppage, and that was under the referee watch of Kevin Cunningham when we did it in Florida. And that stoppage was warranted, but the dude was okay.
It was a knee issue.
Yeah, there was no issues, man. Everybody is friendly before and after. We always go for dinner, and everybody's talking about a strip club this one because it's here in Jersey. So so yeah, it's nothing like that, man. It's like getting work every day, like you already doing. I promise you. Except it's gonna be better camaraderie because it's gonna be dudes that call into the show, and people that either know you or you know them or whatever the case may be. But it's gonna be good, man. I'm glad you took it, man. I'm glad because you know what? We have a fighter that he waited one Border Wars to get some weight down, but it's better to do it the way you're doing it, man. You're training, take a fight, and just keep training.
Yeah, I go to the I go to the boxing gym twice a week, Mondays and Wednesdays, trying to get this weight off. I was gonna wait until I got down to 160 and take a Border Wars fight because that's where I should be. I just got this dad bod.
And
I
I
just
remember
dropped 7 pounds.
I remember you at 160 with a fucking 6-pack taking beach pics. So
Yeah,
you know.
So, but fuck it though, I'm with it. So let's do it. This dude Greg.
Bet.
You know,
work behind
shout
the
out to
jab.
him.
Listen to me, man. At this level, the only advice is throw punches.
Okay.
But also at this level, again, we're going based off him not submitting sparring, him saying he couldn't get sparring, so we're going to assume he didn't spar. Bruh, give him the first round. Don't necessarily give it to him where you lose on the cards, but like, don't Bell didn't ring. Don't go out there and dump. You know what I'm saying? Try and wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Let him. He ain't been there before. Remember that. You been there.
Yo, I've been training since July. How long has he been training?
Since he signed up, so he got 2 months. Same
Okay,
thing,
so
July.
we're equal.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck it.
Yeah. But again, I don't think he's been sparring. And unless he's on some ringer shit, which you just heard Middy's thoughts on ringers and what he plans to do to ringers, I don't see the technique on the bag, man. And bags don't punch back. That's the beauty. So even if a dude look good or bad, you got to capitalize. Because if you see him looking bad on the bag, then it's even worse. Because he's looking bad without punches coming back. You see him looking good on the bag, you don't think too much of it because he looking good because ain't no punches coming back. You know
But I don't know if that's a sleeper video he submitted, like that ringer shit, because I don't know. 2 months, I think. I don't know. I was expecting.
Listen, I go to sleep tonight. You got 48 hours. I would go to sleep understanding that he got a tank. He's a service dude. He better have a tank. That's what he got. But like, come on, man. Only Jamel Herring came out the service and became a world champ. You know what I mean? It's not a lot of dudes. Like, come on. They made one movie about a dude who could box in the service. Like, get out of here, man. Nah, man. Them dudes is lifting weights out there. And look, no disrespect to him or nothing like that. I'm just saying, I know you. I don't know him. He going to have to prove it to me just like I picked against a bunch of people on this card. They going to have to prove it to me. So for me, he's a jarhead. I hope that's not too offensive. But that's, like, it's a dude in the army. He's white. He's all, you can see he got muscles too. So it's like, yo, I remember my first fight was with a dude with muscles, man. Those are beauties. Listen, give me a dude that ain't never fought and that think he gonna shut me up. I want him. Because that's the one with no experience. He gonna get in that first round, I'm gonna drown his dumb ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you.
Yeah, well, I'm also really excited, like fucking super excited. I've been thinking about this all day. Yesterday, whenever we agreed to it, Ness, it's been like in the forefront of my mind.
Perfect.
So,
listen, you're doing better than all the other Roberts that have ever been associated with this show in whatever fashion.
I'm putting the Roberts on my back.
You
bro.
putting all Roberts on your back. You know, the Robert, the Duckstar Ortiz is the Roberts from the UK. You the only one stepping up today, and that is beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah. So. All right, cool. Thanks for having me.
Plenty of people, for sure. You got plenty of people that know you, man. I mean, Gil's done it. He's from that era. Jose's done it. He's from that era. You know, they all listening, man, and they all there. Nah, net sparking bodybuilders like Ruiz. Hell yeah, yo. Jose's brother-in-law. I beat him so bad. Jose was in trouble. But listen, man, that's everybody. We got to everybody. It is fight week. Saturday is going down. I'm sitting here with the pound for pound from 2018, I think, or 17, Fern Gully. And I got Santiago, the silent killer, right here in the building. It's going down 48 hours. I'm excited. Mike, any final thoughts, man?
Big ups to my guy, Santiago. Know what I'm saying? We had a good time when I was out there in the Bronx with him. And my guy, Fern Gully, man, never forget you took me to Target when I was in L.A., so big ups to you, man.
For sure.
And like I said, man, like this is like kind of like a real kind of family, you know what I'm saying? People look out for each other. We go out to eat. We do things outside of the border war, so it's not like we're going to go to Border Wars and then you won't see us again. No, we trying to link up afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Trying to have some drink, some smoke, just have a good time. So big up to all those guys and just be safe traveling, be safe fighting, and be safe going home.
For sure, for sure. Oh, I got Jose, actually. He said don't duck him. What up, Jose? Almost did forget you. That's how irrelevant you are. That's how irrelevant you are.
Yo, man, of course. Les, I can understand how nervous you are, man. Knowing that Wayne is sending messages saying he's going to show up at the gym. That's got to be scary for you, bro. Honestly, I can understand.
I wish he shows up.
He is going to show up, but you know what? Just be careful. Yeah. Take care. Say you don't want to fight him. You know, duck him. Ask him to pay money. Whatever, man. Yeah, anyway, addressing that little pygmy, that little fucking midget that just called in here, man.
Yo, you know the rules, right? You can't disrespect callers and fighters here, bro. Like that's the rules. You're not a fighter.
Hey,
we can't allow
Ness, listen, you ain't a fighter either. You ain't a fighter either. You ain't a fighter either,
Ness. To talk
ain't got no clout, Ness.
Huh? Nah, he don't got no clout.
Not unless he making a return.
He don't got no clout.
Yo, of course I'm making a return. Les is just upset. Les is upset.
Listen, to respect Jose is to not have self-respect. You know, as a friend, you don't let him tell you 3 different excuses for the belts. First is, yo, these are my belts. Yo, no, I'm hurt, so I'll let only if Anthony fights Cruz. Only if he ain't gonna fight him, but only if Anthony fights Cruz would I let my belts be vacant and they can fight for it. When that happens, he pulls the belts. No, these are my belts. I'll buy new belts. When that happens, no, I ain't buying shit. Get your own belt. These are my. There's no respect with you, bro. There's no respect. The only thing we want you to do is come back. We want you to come back and choose who's gonna fucking knock you out. That's it. There's no tune-up. Okay. We're not sanctioning no tune-up. You'll never get a Gil fight in this Border Wars in your lifetime. All right?
Yo, that's respect. I let you talk.
You're only getting Anthony Edwardses and Sal's and fucking whoever, Cruzes.
I already beat all those guys, man.
Yeah,
listen, Ness, you'll never be able to get a fighter that'll beat me, man. It'll never happen.
Where guys didn't want to face these guys, so I got to give the champ some respect,
bro. His whole resume.
We want to know: are you coming back?
His whole resume got asterisk next. The first fight, asterisk, kicking the mouthpiece. Second fight, asterisk, he took a dive. Third fight, asterisk, did he really win? He don't got no legitimate win.
I won. I won.
He ain't on no knockdown list. He don't got no knockdowns, no knockouts. All his fights are controversial. He ain't like me and Ant. This dude is a nobody champ.
So Jose, are we going to see the return of the most polarizing,
much respect to a man like yourself, Doomy.
Border Wars so far?
Oh man, I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. You know what? To be honest, this Border Wars is filled with a bunch of no names. You know what I mean? A bunch of no namers. But you know, it is what it is, man. Sometimes, you know, even the bums have a little bit of spotlight on them, right? So we'll see. Deucie, I'm afraid he might get injured. Make sure you guys have the ambulance on call there. You know, I'm really pulling for certain guys. You know, I'm hoping Santiago can get the first W and we can have a super matchup with him and Zach. That'd be amazing. You know, Doomy, I'm hoping that you don't hurt the guy. But to be honest, Doomy, I pretty much guarantee the guy that you're fighting won't show up. You know, those are the guys that talk lots. Guys like Deucie, I don't think Deucie is going to fight either, man.
Bro,
I'm willing to do a side bet
that
he won't fight.
Show up if Rolly never talk. You basing him not showing up on guys that talk, meanwhile he don't talk. Come on, man.
Well, I'm just saying he's not going to show up. I'm saying Deucie's not going to fight.
Just like you ain't want to make a bet. You took a fucking week to decide, talking all that shit. Oh, 1,000 on Lauren, 500 on Ant. Your whole career is nothing but lies, bro. You're Pinocchio. The Canadian Pinocchio, that's who you are.
Why don't you ask the whole audience right now and tell them that Wayne's been sending text messages saying, hey, I want to go. Hey, I already paid. Hey, don't duck me. Hey, I'm going to be there. Hey, I'm going to be there.
Who he sent that to? Who he sent that to?
He's sending that to everybody, man.
Let me squash this shit real quick now.
He's
Jose,
lying. Dude, don't give this dude no airtime, bro. This guy's a fucking
Cut it the fuck out with Wayne already. Wayne has been getting ready for whatever chess boxing match he's going to get. He's been putting up, you know, pictures and videos of the USA Masters belt. I don't know what the fuck the man's doing. I know that he's training, but you don't decide you want to fight at the very end of your camp when you think you feel good enough to call somebody out.
Not only that, he told Jose, yo, I can't afford to do the collateral at this date. I'll do it on this date. Nigga never even called. Contact got me blocked. Man, shut the fuck up, Jose.
Yeah, you know what? It's all good. Obviously, you're triggered. Don't be triggered. Enjoy yourself, man.
Good?
Listen.
You know what's all good? That we all know. Ant threatened to smack you. And I threaten to take your fucking belt if you ever show up.
None of those two things will happen. Just so you know, in life, none of those two things will happen. None of those two things. None of those two things will happen. None of those two things will happen. You will never take my belts. You will never take my belts. You will never take my belts.
Change Jose's life, bro. You ain't taking that shit.
Ant will never smack me.
He will never.
Ant will never smack me. I will show up. And the first thing I'll do is be like, yo, bro, what's up? Where's my smack? And if shit goes down, I'm not afraid to fight nobody, but that's the truth. I don't give a fuck.
While you handling Ant, I will be taking your belt, nigga. You
can take my belts and you can see what a true championship belt is. My WBC belt, man.
You don't even know how to say it. Get your ass out of here.
My WBC has been evaluated, man. Valued at more than $5,000. It's an original belt. Adidas belt. One of a kind. One of a kind, man.
So is that why you stole from your friends for money? Now the truth comes out. Now the truth comes out.
Now the truth is out. Ness, every single one of those belts.
You got the belt appraised, found out that it's $5,000 because Mauricio Suleiman gave it to me, and now you holding the belt hostage because you got it appraised. You are scum.
No, every single belt that Border Wars has is mine, except for the ones you guys went and bought. Every single one of those belts was brought to the table by me.
Mauricio gave you that belt, huh?
Hey, I won it. I won it, and it was mine.
And the IBF gave it to Bruce, huh? Or they gave it to you. Get your ass out of here. You're nothing but a liar, bro.
I bought it, Ness. I bought that belt when I fought Bruce.
I let you on the end of the show to give people a laugh, to hear me slaughter.
No, not at all, Ness. Because the only one that's laughing is Wayne right now by the crackle in your voice, the fear in your heart. Ness, you can hear it.
Wayne was so ready. He used to call in. Remember, Mike? He used to call in for the last Border Wars when I was supposed to fight Gus, right? And then when I ain't pick him, he stopped calling in. Then I beat Gus. He never showed up. Never. I was tailor-made according to his coach. Get your dumb ass out of here, boy.
You're a chicken. You're a chicken.
Show us who's not a chicken. I'm there. I'm everywhere. Everybody knows that. Ness never scared. The issue is,
I might show up tomorrow with my brother Wayne, hand in hand, the two of us. We might take all you guys out, man.
You got
just
two
of
Border
us.
Wars you missed. You got 2 Border Wars you missed. We out, man. This show went on long enough. Clown sauce. Wait till you sign up. You're not even a Border Wars fighter.
Clown sauce.
You know.
Don't forget, tonight at 7 o'clock, man. Don't give me a whole day to my damn time. Tonight at 7 o'clock, man, flagship edition, you know what I'm saying? Preview and prediction. I got the paper, got the pencil. I will be taking
a lot of fights, too. A lot of fights. I want to see Mike pick fucking Ryan Garcia by knockout.
Let him know, Mike. Got the crow menu in line.
Let's see it.
So not on the actual flagship. But yeah, a lot of fights tonight, man. A lot of good content. A lot of things came out today about the potential Kovalev and Canelo fight. So
you good?
Yo.
Fern over here
man.
letting
I'm excited to fight
Fern over
this
in the
weekend.
studio letting the L go out. Doomy, you gonna come over and say hello to Fern and Santiago?
I'm on my way right now. Matter of fact, let Fern know I need some pad work. What up?
Fern, he said he needs some pad work. Man, you know I could have been giving you pad work. You don't want to train. Rolly gonna knock you out, man. I hope that you know is the turning point in your career where you'd start to decide to take this shit seriously, man. Let a dude from Miami come out here and knock you out. They supposed to be chubby and gangster down there, not fighters.
Hey, yo, that's changing the betting odds right now.
Yo, I'm just saying, man. Did we pick everybody's fight? We picked Oh, you know what? We ain't pick Collin in therapy. I
don't know too much about therapy, man.
He looked good on the bag, but these dudes ain't submitting no sparring. He said he got some though.
Yeah, that's what I mean, man. That's why you guys gotta put in this footage, man, because when we're speaking on your names, we trying to be as accurate as possible and making sure that we pushing the right information out there. If we don't know nothing about you, you ain't gonna get people behind you. You're just gonna be some guy that shows up and fought. The whole purpose of this is to give you that full experience from beginning to end, the promotional, the pressures and all that. Come on, let's get with it, man. Put in that sparring footage. Put in as much as you can so that you could have a crowd behind you.
For real. Next GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Peace. Catch us 7 p.m. Eastern time.
Mikey on the other side.